For the visiting Bennington Badgers. On offense, number 1, junior wide receiver Caden Blue. Number 2, senior wideout Trey Kinkle. Number 5, senior running back Tyler LeClaire. Number 9, senior wideout Ashton Schmatter. Number 11 is the senior quarterback Cale Bird. Number 15, senior tight end Cale Baca. On the line for the Badgers, on the offensive side, number 52, senior Cannon Dumont. 61, junior Cody Harris. Number 65, junior Jamison Kreneski. Number 70 is junior Jake Steyer. And number 72, senior Alex Fox. On the defensive side of the ball for the Badgers, number 5 linebacker Tyler LeClaire. Number 9, Ashton Schmatter. He's a DD. Number 10, linebacker Connor Breck. Number 15, defensive back Cale Baca. Number 17, DB Austin Holtz. Number 22, linebacker Luke McDonald. Number 65, Jamison Kreneski on the line. 66 is Chevalier Curry. Also a lineman, Jake Steyer. Number 70, Alex Hoff. Both on the line are junior and senior. And number 73, senior Clay Coleman. The head coach for the Bennington Badgers is Cam Lenhart. Varsity assistants, Brandon Nemeth, Zach Bird, Ryan Ridgely.
Hey, do you care if I cover these PTZs temporarily?
Tom Bird. The trainer is Liz LeVombard.
I got bags, so. Yep. They're light ones. I don't need any, no. Sorry. Yep.
Number 60, senior James Van Fleet. Number 68, junior Gavin Mavai. And number 73, junior Dawson Bernheit. At the skill spots. Number 2, senior wideout CJ Hood. Number 5, junior wide receiver Cale Conrad.
Check.
James Carney. Number 27, junior running back Ben Langren. And at the helm, number 3, junior quarterback Cooper Hausman. For the Titan defense, at defensive end, number 1, senior Trey DeVoe. Defensive back number 2, CJ Hood, senior. The corners, juniors, number 4, Colton Wallstrom. And number 5, Cale Consbrook. Number 10 is James Carney, defensive end. Outside linebacker Andrew Harvey, junior, number 20.
Check.
Number 22. Ben Langren and Dylan Meyer enter the middle of the defense. Inside linebacker Ben Langren, number 27, junior. Dylan Meyer, number 44, a senior. And on the line at the tackles, number 50, senior Caleb Young, and 73, junior Dawson Bernheit. The coaches for the Norris Titans, head coach Ty Corley, varsity assistants Bo Hess, David Weber, Cody Rose, Jordan Hay, volunteer coach Jerry Frank.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
All voices Bernheit, Becca Hausman, video tech Eric Kerr, Mark Consworth, Corey Walsh, and John Cruzy. Staff Brett Bernheit and Dave Jacobs. The trainer Chance Hosey, and the student trainers Brett Heinrich, Grace Macklin, and Delaney Karsten. Weather forecast for tonight. Temperatures about 59 right now. Should drop just 1 or 2 degrees. Remain cloudy. Light wind out of the south at 5 or less miles per hour throughout the game. The officials for tonight's game: referee Brian Stelter, umpire J.J. Stecker, head linesman Curtis Carlson, line judge Brian Soulier, and back judge Brennan Root. with their right hand over their heart. Men should remove their headdress and hold it in their right hand over the heart. Individuals in uniform should render the military salute, while members of the armed forces and veterans who are present but not in uniform may also render the military salute. Now please rise as the duet of Marley Moss and Tegan Beatty honors America with the singing of our national anthem. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's broadcast of high school football on NSDV and the Norris Football YouTube channel. I'm Cade Rice and I'm joined by longtime best friend Houston Bowe, and tonight we have the Bennington Badgers visiting the beautiful campus of Norris High School to take on your Norris Titans.
The Bennington Badgers come into the game with a 2-0 record with wins over Grand Island Northwest and Aurora. The Badgers are coached by Kem Lownhart and assisted by Brandon Mimick, Zach Bird, Ryan Richling, Nick Liu, Chris Grinvalds, Josh Westgard, and Tom Bird. And of course, your Norris Titans come into the game with a 2-0 record with a 28-18 win over Elkhorn High School in Week 1 and a 35-6 win over Elkhorn North here at home last week. The Titans are coached by Ty 20 and assisted by Jordan Haig, Bo Hess, Cody Rose, and David Weber. We'll be right back with the starting lineups after a short break here on NSDB on the Norris Football YouTube channel.
And it looks like the Bennington Badgers are going to start off by kicking off to the Norris Titans. Back to return is number 5, Cale Consbrook, number 4, Colton Wallstrom, and number 7, Christian Flanders.
For the Norris Titans, for the impact players on not only special teams but also for the offensive side here for the Titans early in this one, look for Cooper Hausman and James Carney as well as CJ Hood. Look for those QB to wide receiver connections to get started early in this one. James Carney with a touchdown last week. CJ Hood with a couple against Elkhorn in that first game when Norris was just ranked 3rd over the number 1 ranked Elkhorn Antlers. Waverly was ranked number 1 coming into their game yesterday, and the Titans are number 2. Waverly knocked off by Scott, and Norris, if with the win tonight, with the Badgers being 3rd, possibly move themselves into that first spot in the state. Definitely the biggest game here of the season so far for the Norris Titans.
And it's going to be one of the biggest games of the year for the Bennington Badgers as well, as you got 2 powerhouse passing teams and great defenses, as well as the defense of Norris is done terrific job this year, as they've only allowed 12 points so far this year. They just got a tough defense behind them in Kearney, DeVoe. You got Hood at free safety. But it's going to be a great game tonight, folks. So make sure to stay tuned all night for some great Class B football. And with the kickoff, it's going to be a little pooch kick. And Consbrook's going to pick it up at the 15. And Consbrook's taking off and gets tackled by number 62, Dylan Cassart.
Great work there by the Badgers, sprinting over to the other side as fast as possible, getting Consbrook down at about the Titans' own 23-yard line. You're going to see a lot of special teams big plays here for this Badgers team in the white and blue tonight. After the beautiful national anthem sung by Tegan Beatty and Marlon Moss, we'll have Friday football underway here with Cooper Hausman back. No one in the backfield with him. Hood, Consbrook, Kearney, as well as another set of wide receivers on that right side. Look for a quick cut here to the middle to Kearney to start this game off. Hausman looking to scramble. Gets outside for about 7 yards. Flag on the play. This one's going to be coming back for holding on one of the O-linemen for the Titans.
And it is going to be holding on the Titans. Bring it back 5 yards. And now it's going to be first. It was going to bring back 10 yards. It's going to be first and 18 for the Titans. Starting for your Titans at offensive line, we got number 60, Dane Van Cleve. Number 51, Levi Hafer. Your center, Gavin Novotny. Dawson Bernheide, number 73. Number 50, Caleb DeYoung. At wideouts, we got C.J. Hood, James Kearney, and Trevor Ozenbaugh. And then at fullback, we got Dylan Meyer, I-back Ben Langren, and your quarterback, Cooper Hausman. As Hausman finds Kearney for a little short pass. Good gain there.
As we talked about, as you're getting ready to say something, I cut you off as usual. Cooper Hausman back in that formation with no one with him other than Langren. You'll see that a lot tonight. They tried twirling, and the rest of the coaching staff for the Titans have a lot of faith in him back there in the gun. You'll see right here they're just going to put him and Langren in the little eye set with Consbrook and Hood now to the left side. James Kearney playing that tight end position. Hausman gets the ball, hangs it to Langren, cuts left side, able to knife through for a couple of yards. Good fight there from Ben Langren, the junior.
Yeah, those you got to look out for Cooper Hausman in the backfield because Coach Try Twirling likes to open up the backfield, let Cooper just do his thing. And when you have receivers like Hood, like Kearney, like Medill, DeVoe, when you got 6'4", just 4 dudes that are 6'4" and out, just spread the field out, you got to worry about those dudes. And C.J. Hood most of the year has been double-teamed. Kearney also double-teamed. And when you double-team those guys, it just opens up the running game for Hausman as a speedster back there in the backfield. As Hausman drops back to throw, Hausman is rolling out, and Hausman is going to take off. Like I just said, Hausman takes off for a great gain on 3rd down. It's going to be 4th and about 3 yards, as it's going to look like the Norris punt team is going to come out. It's a great run, just a very long ways to get a first down for the Norris
3rd
Titans.
and 19. Got to have a better ability to get those first and second down plays, more yardage off. Obviously, the unfortunate holding call sets them back. And that 3rd and 19, difficult to deal with. As you see, James Kearney does it all for this Titans team. He's the punter as well. Not a good bounce for the Titans. Backs around to the Bennington 40-yard line, as that's where they'll set up for their first possession of the night on offense. This gives us a good opportunity to go over the defensive starters for the Titans. Your D-line tonight, Trey DeVoe, number 1. Number 68, Gavin Novotny. Number 73, Dawson Bernheide. And, of course, the stud, as we've been talking about, going to be an impact player tonight for the Titans. Number 10, James Carney. Our linebackers for your Titans, number 20, Andrew Harvey. Number 44, Dylan Meyer. Number 27, Ben Langer. Number 22, Cooper Spalding. And then in the secondary for the Titans, number 5, Cale Consbrook. Number 4, Colton Washam. And number 2, C.J. Hood, the free safety tonight for the Titans. Good stand here from the Titans. Looks like it's going to be a false start on the Badgers.
Yeah, 2 early penalties for both teams right away in their first possessions of the game. Just got to be more disciplined on offense for both teams. And as we said, that combo of James Carney and Trey DeVoe is one scary sight, as for Elkhorn and Elkhorn North had a lot of trouble with them too on the edges, just rushing the QB or getting to the running back. As they hand it off to LeClaire, and Meyer with the tackle, LeClaire with about a 2-yard gain. Great tackle by Meyer, shooting that gap.
Look to see Meyer a lot on defense as well as the offensive side. He did break the school record with, I believe, close to 144 tackles last year for the Norris Titans. He's going to be all over the field tonight. That's the thing about this Titans defense, just so experienced. And if a couple guys go down, there's such a deep lineup on the defensive side. As we see back to pass for the first time tonight, Trey DeVoe comes in from the backside. Colton Washam had a look at it for an INT, but focused on the receiver for the Badgers. Couldn't quite pick it off. Trey DeVoe with a big hit on the QB back there.
That was a great rush by Trey DeVoe.
Yeah.
Just unblocked, straight through the line, and absolutely nails the QB. It was Cale Bird. And if Wallstrom was looking at the ball, I believe that could have been an INT for the Norris Titans. But as Bird's going to drop back in the gun, he drops back to pass. He launches one deep. He's got number 1 deep. And it's right through the hands of number 1, Caden Bloom.
Unfortunate for Bloom there. He's definitely going to want that one back, because it was a beautiful throw by Bird right into his hands. You'll see on the replay, possibly leaving solid defense on the backside there from Colton Washam. Chipping up his ankles had a little bit to do with that incomplete pass slipping through the hands there.
Yeah, in football slang, we call that throwing it right in the bread basket.
Yeah,
Fortunately,
love it,
bread
love it.
for Bloom.
Bird to Bloom, like Hausman to Carney, is definitely a connection you're going to see a lot tonight. Consbrick opts to pick this one back, pick it up after a couple of bounces. Can't evade the first tackler. He'll be thrown down around the Titans' 37-yard line. This is going to be an interesting game tonight for both sides. As you look at it from the defensive ends, both these teams are so skilled defensively with such elite and really veteran players on both sides. It might be a low-scoring game tonight. The Titans, their defensive stops so far this year against Elkhorn, held a great powerhouse of a team to just 18 points in that first game of the season, and then held Elkhorn North to just 6 last week as well.
And with both of these teams, just like Bennington did in the last possession, they are going to spread you out on the field, as both of them like to spread the field and go with their pass game in the gun. As Hausman hands it off to Meyer. Meyer with the spin move, and he's going to be taken down by number 65, Jameson Kreneski.
Gotta tell you what, man, shout out to anybody that can possibly bring Dylan Meyer down. I'm looking at this dude, absolute animal. Not sure how any of the defensive teams that the Titans have faced so far in Bennington tonight are going to be able to bring him down, but you see right there, only took 2 guys to bring Meyer down there. And that's the crazy thing about this game tonight, is we talked about the defensive side, but also there's 2 powerhouse offenses, as you see Bird for the Badgers with a great throw last possession. Unfortunate for Bloom not to haul that one in, as well as Hausman for this Titans team.
He's got Carney deep. Hausman scrambling, still scrambling, using his legs to maneuver his way through. Gets a pass to Consbrook right through Consbrook's hands. Good defense by the Badgers there, as they were covering up Carney and Hood going long.
Good work there from Carney to get open. You thought Hausman was thinking about it on the run, possibly throwing one over. Didn't want to take a risky decision there and possibly leave it short for the secondary of the Badgers to pick off. Opts to swing it around backside through the hands of Consbrook. As he'll come out, we'll see number 14 for the Titans come into the game. Trevor Ozenbaugh, who we did talk about, is going to be one of those starting receivers tonight for the Titans. Myron Langren in the backfield with Hausman.
Look for Hood on that backside. He's got a one-on-one matchup. As Hausman scrambles, he's looking. Just tosses it over the middle. Dangerous pass, but it hits the ground before the defender can get to it, Tyler LeClaire. And the punt team for Norris is going to come back out. 2 good defensive stands for both Bennington and Norris. on the first possessions. Norris with their second possession there, as James Carney is now back to punt.
Looked like Carney might have been open on that short side there, Hausman, with another security decision there. Decides to hold on to the ball, and the Titans will punt back to the Badgers for their second offensive possession of the night. It's not Cade and I just in the booth tonight. We got Atlee Hansmeyer you'll hear a lot from tonight on the weather side of things as opts to go for it, does the Badger special teams kit. And the Titans with a good work.
Great special teams run there by the Titans as they get the tackle right at the 25-yard line of the Bennington Badgers. And that's where they're going to start their second possession. And hopefully they can get something rolling here. But both defenses doing really good as is now the Titans' turn for their second defensive stand here. And as the Badgers drop back in shotgun yet again.
Shout out to all the Titans students and fans sitting here on the north side of the fence here. Allowed to come watch this one from outside. As we see right up the gut here to LeClaire for the Badgers. Gonna hear a lot of his name called in this one.
As on the tackle there for Norris, it's going to be Ben Langren and Trey DeVoe. But good run there by LeClaire. 3-yard gain as LeClaire signaling over to the sideline for the play. And Bird back in the shotgun. Snap, handoff to LeClaire again. LeClaire's trying to break through. And DeVoe with another tackle. DeVoe's just doing a great job on that right side of the defensive line. He's breaking through gaps, and he's just disciplined on the outside sweeps as he gets another tackle there. I believe that's his third tackle of the game.
You hear a lot of DeVoe's name tonight as well as he, a great basketball player for the Titans. Took off last year of football to focus on basketball in the winter side of things. Decided to go back out this year. Add a couple more stat lines to his impressive one so far throughout his Titan career. Dylan Meyer looking to shoot the gap here and put some pressure on Birds. Titans bring a bunch, trying to get outside,
Meyer
and he
gets
can't.
the tackle.
Great work there from Meyer. Carney on the backside there as well. Titans swarm him. They'll have to punt again back to the Titans. Great work there from Meyer.
Did you know the play before he even ran that defensive play?
I felt confident about that one. I saw Meyer looking ready to go bring him down there.
And foreshadowing there from Houston Bowe. Just, I think he can see the playbook from down here. I don't know what's going on, but you called that out perfectly. A little high snap, and DeVoe
tried to jump on it. Little miscommunication there.
Who else but DeVoe yet in his first quarter?
Trey DeVoe would be there, I tell you what, on the great unlucky play there from the Badgers. Just a bobbled snap there by the punter. Trey DeVoe almost able to snag on it. This is a great field position here for the Titans at the Badgers' 9-yard line. Hausman definitely looking to do something here, put some points on the board for the Titans.
Yeah, Titans finally in the red zone. They look to capitalize on this drive for sure as DeVoe gets a well-rested break as he's doing amazing here in the first quarter, leading the Titans defensively as Hausman's in the back. Hausman gets a snap, hands it off to Langren. Langren with a little sidestep and gets tackled and pulled toward, looks like the 8-yard line as Hausman runs over to the offensive coordinator.
Second down here for the Titans. No gain on that one. Second and goal. I got to tell you what, Ty Twirling's definitely got confidence in his kicker, Brady Reeves, to knock one in from here. But you got to be looking for touchdown on the opposing team's 9-yard line. If you get great field position like that, you're definitely looking for end zone here.
Especially with a good team like Bennington that can score just like that. You want to score, get up early on them.
Definitely want to take advantage of all opportunities you can, especially when you get a gimme like this right here.
And
definitely look for a one-on-one.
You got Carney, DeVoe, and Hood on here.
Late rotation for the Badgers. No one was on the far side on Trevor Rosenbaugh. Hausman drops back. No one off the right side.
And he sees Carney in the end zone.
Touchdown, Titans. Waiting for you to call that one. I was actually waiting to see if the ref was going to call touchdown, too, the one on the far right side.
Yeah, the refs were having a staring contest on that back eight corner of the end zone, seeing who would call that, and it will be a touchdown for Norris as Hausman gets his first touchdown pass of the game. Carney with his first
Must have been a miscommunication there in the secondary. James Carney, who you'd think would be the one person never left open, is wide open on the back side of the field, and Hausman able to get it to him. Brady Reeves here. Put it up to 7, and he will straight through the gut. The Titans will take a 7-0 lead early in this one. Great throw there from Cooper Hausman. I tell you what, that's good on Sundays as well. James Carney got both feet down. And I tell you what, folks, be looking for James Carney to be playing on Sundays in just a few years here. Absolute stud for this Titans team.
Yeah, if there's high school fantasy football, I'd definitely have him on
Oh.
the team. Tyreek Hill last night did pretty well
There
for
you
me.
go. There you
Did pretty
go.
well for me.
Got a lot of good games up here this Sunday as well as the first week of NFL football kicks off. College football is still a little debatable whether or not the majority of those games are going to happen. You saw a couple games on last night, a couple on tonight as well. Be interesting to see how that season finishes out. Titans looking so solid early here.
And kickoff back to the Badgers as number 2 is going to take it and gets tackled. Number 2, Trey Kenkel. But yet the special teams for Norris is there yet again, and they are fired up here early in this game as defense is carrying for the Titans. And Bennington on their third drive is going to come out here. It's going to be the spread offense again. As Bird is back to receive the ball, hands it off to LeClaire, read option, and Cooper Spalding comes in with the outside linebacker tackle. Great read there by Spalding. Obviously in that replay, as Bird, you can see, hands it off to LeClaire, and Spalding just right there to stop him. Great read by the outside linebacker, Cooper Spalding. And Bird on 2nd and 7 is going to get the call from the coach from the sideline. And LeClaire to his left. Never mind, LeClaire to his right. You got trips left. As Bird drops back, it's going to be a QB draw. Great design play. And Bird gets a beautiful gain and gets to the Norris the Badger 38-yard line.
I tell you what, I'm not sure who was out there yelling at me. Right away from the drop back, I heard about the loudest pass from about all the Titans players on the bench, as well as the desired fans here for the Titans. Back to pass once again are the Badgers, it looks like here. Once again, back to pass. Off the backside, here comes Trey DeVoe. Able to get out of his hands. Consbrook with a great defensive play to knock that one out of the hands of the receiver for the Badgers, Kel Consbrook. Looked like he was a little late in his rotation, but able to make his way over there and swat that one away. Possibly an INT opportunity there.
Great play by Consbrook, and you're going to get a holding on the Badgers. Going to move him back 10 yards, as the Titans will probably accept this penalty, making it 1st and 20. From the 38-yard line. From the 38-yard line, the Badgers. As Bird is back in the gun. LeClaire to his right. Twins on both sides.
Tell you what, great showing from the Bennington fans here on the other side. Just heaps of them here watching their Badgers play. As we see back once again across the middle, little in route through the hands of the receiver. Consbrook had another opportunity for an INT. If you remember, Cale Consbrook had the best performance of his career in his first major varsity game against Elkhorn this year. He had a punt return for a touchdown as well as an INT. Being a great contributor so far, just his junior season. Look for him to be a leader not only this year but next year as well.
As Bird takes the second down snap on 2nd and 21. And Meyer looks to blitz the gap. Bird keeps it for an RPO. And I tell you, Bennington is getting wide receiver.
Yeah.
They're open, and they
Lots of
could
open
take
looks.
it for good yardage. But Bird, unfortunately, just can't really find the hands of those receivers early in this game.
Had a running back out to his right, too. That might have even been a tight end cutting across the far side, but he's wide open on the outside. Interesting that he didn't opt to go for him. Maybe even a look off to the middle. That's what I would have done. Obviously, I'm not out there playing, but
Yeah, great Great offensive plan there, though, by Cam Leinhart with the RPOs. It's tough to stop.
You'll look to see a lot of RPOs for both the Titans and the Badgers here tonight. They run very similar styles of offense here. Not a whole lot of snaps right under the gut, but like to spread things out here, as you talked about earlier in this one.
And the Titan fans are up on their feet cheering them on, as you can expect a pass on this play, 3rd and 21. That's going to be a bubble out to number 9.
Carney and Meyer able to finally get out there and make the final stop. That'll be 4th and 10 here.
Yeah, Schmatter with the bubble, but can't really go far, as the Titans defense has now got 4 stops in a row. And like we said at the beginning of the game, it's just a tough defense to stop when you have guys like Meyer leading tackles last year in Class B. You got DeVoe, new this year, that's doing a great job this game and has been all season. And then you got Carney, Hood, just unlimited number of guys that just do super well. As fair catch there by Cale Consbrook.
Better control there from the puncher this time rather than last time with the muff. Trey DeVoe was able to get on it.
Well, we got a break. If you're enjoying tonight's broadcast so far, consider becoming a patron and donating to us through our PayPal account. Links to donate can be found in the description of our videos or by visiting our website at norris160.org/NSDV. Patron subscribers and donors will be mentioned in our future broadcasts. Also, if you're an Instagram or Twitter user, now's your chance to win a free t-shirt. All you have to do is take a picture of yourself watching tonight's broadcast, post, tag, and hashtag us with your photo at Norris Sports, hashtag NSDV, and we'll announce tonight's lucky winner at the beginning of the 4th quarter. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Norris Sports to stay up to date with all of our broadcasts and highlights. And it's going to be a gain of 5 on 1st down for the Titans, making it 2nd and 5. As Hausman comes in to the Titan huddle to tell them the plays and get the guys rolling, hopefully for another drive for a touchdown, as they're looking good last time. Defense leading them to a good stop and great field position. As Hood is got a one-on-one on the left side, maybe expect to see something there. As Hausman rolls out, Hood he's got Consbrook. He had Consbrook on the corner, and LeClaire is not happy with his defensive back, number 9, Ashton Schmaderer, as a little miscommunication by the Badgers, but an unfortunate throw there by Hausman lets the Badgers catch a break, and it'll be 3rd and 5 on the Titan 35-yard line. We got twins left, trips left. Hausman back in the gun. You got CJ Hood on that right side all by himself.
Possibly a false start there. Looked like possibly encroachment on that backside too.
Yeah, we'll see what they call here. It's going to be a false start on the Titans. Number 50, Caleb DeYoung, as Hausman drops back out to tell his Titans what the offense will be. Badgers with a good defensive stand here. It's now going to be 3rd and 10. Hausman back in the gun as he's got twins left. And he's back to pass. And Hausman looks to... if he would have scrambled, he would have yards. But he's got Hood deep. Great pass by Hausman. And Hood gets about a 60-yard gain. Great catch by Hood, flaring down the field.
I'll tell you what, as you were talking about, Cooper Hausman definitely had an opportunity to scramble that one out, but he sees C.J. Hood downfield, and an absolutely fantastic throw there right into the arms of Hood. Yeah, great throw there from Hausman to set the Titans up well off that 3rd and 10 opportunity.
Yeah, he could have easily had a scramble for at least 10 yards, but he said, I'll do you one better, and I'll throw a 50-yard dot to C.J. Hood, the Husker baseball commit. Throws at 96 miles per hour. I would not want to be hit by that.
Wouldn't be surprised if Scott Frost will be talking to him in the summer, too, to try and get him to go out for football as well. Throwing out to Carney on that left side. cuts back, able to get to the 20-yard line of the Badgers. Look to see if the Titans will get Langren involved here. Lots of times you hear run to pass, but a lot of times you'll have pass to run, as well as about 3 passing opportunities in a row there for the Titans. Look to get Langren or possibly a little read option here between Langren and Hausman.
Yeah, and this is where the Titans are most deadly in the red zone. When you got guys like 6'4", wide receivers and Carney and Hood out in the field right now, but you can just lob it up to him and make him go get it out in the end zone, as that's what Hausman does. He lobs it up to Carney in the end zone on a corner. Good placed ball just right through the hands of James Carney.
Good throw there off the right side. Probably would have been down around this 2 or 3 yard line. Set the Titans up well. 3rd and 4 here. Need to get this one here. As we talked about earlier, Ty Twilling does have a lot of trust in his kicker, Brady Reeves, here. But you like to think, even if they get down on a 4th and 4 opportunity, that they'll go for this one as well.
Yeah, as Hausman takes it back in the gun on 3rd and 4. He's got trips right with Carney out there and Consbrook and Wallstrom, and he's got Hood on his left.
Hausman back in the gun. Straight down the middle to Langren. He'll grab a couple yards. Not going to be enough here for the first down, however. About 4th and 3 here for the Titans.
And
we'll see how they go for this one.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to go with their kicker, Brady Reeves. Put a little trust in the sophomore. This is the first field goal attempt for Reeves that is not a PAT of the year. And it looks like to be about a 36-yard attempt.
They got a lot of trust here in their kickers. We did talk about Ty Twirling as well as the rest of the coaching staff. Made a 55-yarder in practice. Here goes Reeves up for the kick.
It's up.
Got the distance.
And it's good.
Great kick there from Brady Reeves.
Tell you what, shoots it betwixt the field goal post, and that's right in there. 3 points for your Norris Titans.
Great hold here in the unfortunate conditions as well. Jagger Aim with a great hold there. Set up well there by the Titans special teams crew. Brady Reeves gets his first 3 points of the year.
Yeah, I can imagine the field to be a little slick out there. Maybe a little water, balls wet sometimes. It's a bit foggy out here, but not too bad.
Not too bad.
It's good. I don't think there's any wind out there, but it's a beautiful night.
You know, now that I think of it, now would be a great time to go to our weather woman, Atlee Hansmeyer, and get a little weather update on how it's going tonight. Atlee?
It's a little dreary out, but with the student section, I think it keeps the boys hyped, and I think they're doing good. Lots of fans out tonight, even if the weather is pretty not the best, but it's good.
Yeah, as Atlee was talking about that student section, the North student section, the first game they've been at this year, they got allowed to sit in the gravel of the south parking lot, and they are up on their feet cheering on their fellow classmates take the field against the Bennington Badgers as they just scored that field goal from Brady Reeves. But all of his sophomore friends over there are up and cheering.
Very happy for him, as well as the rest of the people up there. And all the fans here tonight. The Badgers not going to be happy with it, though. Need to get a couple of points on this possession to end the first quarter. I'll tell you what, has this first quarter been about 2 hours long?
You know what? It's been a good 2 hours.
Yeah.
And sometimes
I
there's
agree.
a good 2 hours. When you're painting fence, that is not a good 2 hours
I'm
because
sure.
that is the most boring. But when you're watching football like this for 2 hours,
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
or 7 minutes, it's pretty great.
Oh, my
And a
goodness.
giant hit by what they call a choo-choo train. Dylan Meyer flies through the gap
Oh,
and just
my
absolutely
goodness.
nails Tyler LeClaire.
No alarm there. No choo-choo horn there from Dylan Myers. He just spouts right through the gutter for the big hit on LeClaire. Brings him down. No gain there for the Badgers. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, when that train is coming at you, get off the tracks,
Yeah,
Houston.
wow.
Because it will not end
I'm not
up
even
well
on the
for
tracks in
you.
the first place, just out of my timidity away.
As Bird
from-
drops back, he launches one deep, and he's got a receiver open. Number 2, it's going to be Kenkel. And good pass there by Bird. Finally connects to a receiver as they got the hurry-up offense. Little Oregon action going.
Yeah. Kenkel tripped up by the ankles. I tell you what, that is a tongue twister right there. Try saying that times five. See, I tell you what, I'm all jumbled up because of Kenkel. Gosh darn it. Bird You know what? You take this one. I'm good.
Bird drops back. He's got twins both sides. Bird drops back again, looks to pass, chucks one deep.
Oh, what a catch! Intercepted by Colton Washam on the
Great
backside.
over the
Oh, my
shoulder
goodness.
catch as if he was a receiver. As you see in the replay, just right in the breadbasket, like I said earlier, just unfortunately for the wrong
It
team.
looked like Bird was thrown to a receiver right there. Colton
Great.
Washam able to bring that one down.
His team's hyped about that.
It was just cut off on the replay there as well, but James Carney laid a hit on Bird as well on the other side. Not a whole lot of success in the passing game so far
And I
for
tell
the
you,
Badgers.
the Norris defense is coming
Yeah,
out
wow.
to show tonight, as they've been for the past 2 games, but they just create offense for them. They create almost everything for them, and it's just so tough to, offensively, so tough to
Yeah.
get past that giant defensive line. Then you got great defensive backs there,
Look-
and then you got linebackers like Dylan Meyer
Look out here on the
to
left
work
side.
out.
We got James Carney here in a one-on-one matchup. I'd like to see Cooper Hausman to send this one deep right out the beginning. As we see, looks like a false start on the Titans.
We'll see what the umpire calls.
The
And
Badgers.
it's going to be a delay of game on the Titans, moving them back closer toward their own end zone.
Tell you what, give it up for the secondary here of the Badgers. Although they haven't a whole lot of success here, you can tell that the head coach here, Cam Lenhart, for the Badgers has a lot of faith in his cornerbacks as well as safeties tonight. You see Kale Baca tonight up against Carney on that left side. Carney looking to make an impact on this one.
Yeah, look for Carney as LeClaire reads it, and he looks for Carney backside, but it's going to be a handoff to Langren.
Oh my, the
Langren.
yards after the contact.
Oh, the ball is out, and they're struggling down there in the pile. We're going to see whose ball it is.
Looks like the Titans were
Yep.
able to get back on it.
Yep, Titans get back on that ball. It's going to be 2nd and 15.
Langren hasn't had too much of an impact on tonight's game, but look to get him more involved. Will the Titans and Coach Ty Twirling. Trevor Rosenbach comes into the game. Dylan Meyer will check out for this play. Titans aren't looking to play it safe here with a couple of run plays. Looks like they might try to head one out over to Hood or Consbrook on that left side.
You got LeClaire on Carney out on that right side, and there's going to be another flag on the field. And it's going to be
False start here on the Titans.
false start, and the Titans going to move them back, more back toward their end zone.
A little complacency here from the Titans to end out this first quarter after the great interception by Wallstrom.
Yeah, now it's going to be 2nd and about a mile for the Titans. They're going to have to stir something up here to create some offense. But when you got guys like Hood and Carney out there, and you got speedsters like Consbrook, there's definitely something you can do as the whole backfield of the Bennington Badgers is open. And they give it to Langren. Langren with a good little run and runs into his own teammate, Caleb DeYoung.
Oh, Caleb.
Well, I think we'll record Caleb with that tackle.
Yeah, we'll give that one to him on the defensive end there. Langren just ran, cut back right into him. Nothing he can do there.
As the first quarter comes to an end, we'd like to thank our sponsors. And a big shout out and a big thank you goes to all of our NSTV broadcast sponsors. Gaina Trucking and Excavating, First State Bank, Hausman Construction, Impact Athletics, Amy Argo with Inspro Insurance, Nebraska Tire First Farmer Cooperative, the Norris Association of Educators, Norris Athletic Booster Club, the Norris Wrestling Club, the Renee Guthard and Remax Concepts Real Estate, and UStop. Thank you guys so much.
Tell you what, I heard both of you guys talking about a student section. I'm not. Oh, there it's camo night tonight. Oh, they were blending in over there. I couldn't quite see them. I was
yes, it
looking
is-
for them. Had no idea where you were talking about, but I looked over to my north
Yes,
side, and there they are.
Some of them peek out in white.
Yeah,
as they
yeah.
don't have camo, but I can assure you that there's a lot of students
There
over
is,
there.
yeah.
Although we cannot see them, they got to be wearing camo.
I blended
It's-
into this beautiful campus of Norris High. I tell you what,
yeah,
on
the
a
Norris
beautiful
High
night out here.
campus. There's such a beautiful.
You're at a
campus.
loss for words. It's
I
so
am
beautiful out here.
You look in the background, you just see a lot of
A lot of corn, man. A lot of corn.
fields. But we have a beautiful, beautiful stadium
Yeah.
here in
Wow.
Firth,
The
Nebraska.
Titan Stadium, man. I tell you what.
And we're back with action as you got 3rd and 14 to start off your second quarter for your Norris Titans, as Hausman's got twins right.
Look for this to be an impact play here for both teams. You like to see a big swing here if the Titans can get out of here they'll set themselves up well, and then it's going to be a dangerous punt here for Kearney if the Badgers are able to hold them here.
Yeah, we'll see the Titans play it conservative. As they don't, Hausman back to pass. He might just have to run this one maybe. Yep, as he does, Hausman takes off.
My
And Hausman with a nasty juke.
Oh, my goodness.
And Hausman gets a first down. That was like Lamar Jackson out there.
Cooper Hausman, who? That's Lamar Jackson. Goodness gracious. What a juke move there on the cornerback, just out of his ankles. Great move there from the junior Cooper Hausman. And as we're talking a bunch, there's holding call. Unlucky. Tell you what, every time I start talking about something good, unlucky here for the Titans as they'll take them back. Basically going to be snapping it from their own end zone here. 3rd and 17 here. Wow. After that great play there from Cooper, I tell you what, Hausman's had a couple of plays so far this year that have come back on penalties, and I'm sure he's got to be frustrated there.
Yeah, there's just happens to be just a lot of laundry thrown out on the field when the Titans are on offense tonight. But you got to live from it. You learn from it. They're still up 10-0. Badgers keep on sending them back, and now they're at the 2-yard line.
A lot of teams
Great job by the Badgers.
Yeah, a lot of teams would be nervous here, but I say you just give it to the choo-choo train and Dylan Meyer and let him run straight up the gut here and get a couple yards. They'll give it off to Langren. He'll gain a couple of yards here, nothing crazy, goes down.
Yeah, it's the safest thing you can do, but great job by the Badgers. They kind of kept him at that 3rd and about 17 yard mark the whole possession for the Titans, as their defensive backs did amazing jobs, as long as with the defensive line. And now Kearney's going to be back to kick.
Titans not able to convert off of the great INT there from Colton Wallstrom. Kearney pooches it out to the left side here. Badgers will corral it, and a good ankle tackle there, as well as Nate Bell and a couple other Titans. When I say a couple, I mean about 40 other Titans run onto the field and bring it down.
That was just a herd of Titans. I don't know. What do you call a
herd of Titans? A pack of wolves. As we say the exact same time.
Flock of
Titans. Yeah. We got a flock of geese, a herd of wolves, a pack of coyotes.
Tell us in the comment section,
what
please,
you would call a group of
Titans.
Yeah, I'd love to. Possibly an army. You know what? I think it's probably
army of
Titan Army.
Titans.
We do call ourselves Titan Army, so that would make a lot of sense.
That would make a lot of sense, but still, give us your comments in the comment section. Give us some ideas to what to call an army of Titans, which I like that one so far. And it's going to be a handoff to LeClaire. And Meyer's going to get the tackle, but not before Andrew Harvey trips LeClaire up from the shoestrings. Tried to tie his shoe there, and Meyer finished him off. Good run there by LeClaire, though.
Yeah,
tough run when you got Harvey and Meyer running at you.
A lot of these linebackers in secondary for this Titans team aren't the biggest in size, but Wallstrom and Kale Consbrick so far we've seen a lot of this year. A lot of just ankle biters trying to nip at those ankles and make sure they can't get as many yards as possible. Ty Twarling really making an impact, trying to think that they only need one player to bring down a run or receiver for this Badgers team. Handoff.
Handoff to LeClaire.
Dawson Bernheide.
Yeah, between number 52 from the Badgers, number 52.
Had a little
Cannon,
scuffle
and
on the
Bernheide,
close side of the field here. He'll get subbed out. Going to get a little talk here from Coach Ty.
There's definitely nothing wrong with that. I'd say play to the whistle. I don't think
I agree. I agree.
Great effort by both players, as both these two teams from Class B know what's going on here. As it's 3rd and 6, Bird drops back, and Bird takes the read option. He's got an opening and gets tackled by number 5, Kale Consbrook, but not before a 18-yard gain from Bird. Great read, as you can see in that replay. Reads the DN. Kearney goes for LeClaire. Because LeClaire's so dangerous, Bird's able to shoot that gap.
Yeah, and that's why you see so many teams at the high school, college, and NFL level running read options like this. When you have such a skilled quarterback and skilled running back, whoever you give it to, you feel confident with. Colton Wallstrom out here on the far side already has one INT on the day as Bird back here for another passing opportunity. Back to him. A little pressure here from Trey DeVoe. Looks like he's going to try to get outside. He will. Gains a couple of yards here for the Badgers before he's ran out there by Cooper Spalding for the Titans.
And that might be a good tactic for the Badgers, is get the wide receivers running out deep and almost just let Bird go to work with an empty backfield and get those defensive backs out of there.
Yeah.
especially guys like Meyer, DeVoe. But, again, it's so hard to contain Carney and DeVoe on those two DN spots. As Bird's back in the gun, Bird drops back again. It's going to be QB draw, but DeVoe chasing him down. And Bird's going to run out of bounds. Sorry, I was watching DeVoe on that play.
I was waiting for Trey DeVoe to jump for his ankles there. It was a pretty good block here from the Badgers. Number 2. Trey Kenkel. It's a Trey against a Trey matchup. I tell you what, which Trey will come out on top?
Yeah, as I believe. I think they called a false start, but it could easily be a new rule, a blindside block.
False start here.
Oh, they're going to call a legal formation.
Would you like us to...
But that call's declined.
Tell you what, I'd be lying to you if I told you I knew it was happening right now, Cade.
And I'd be lying to tell you why we declined that play. But, I mean, Badgers, I guess should wave thanks to our coach for the field position.
3rd and 7 here for the Badgers.
As Bird back to drop on 3rd and 7. He drops back. Carney is sprinting at him. Carney is going to sack him. And that is why Ty Twirling declined that play. He knew Carney had his back.
Yeah. Tell you what, they just wanted a little bit better field position. They didn't want to give him a field goal opportunity. Yeah.
Don't listen to us back here. Listen to Coach Ty Twirling. He knows what he's doing.
Looks like the Badgers are possibly going to go for this here on a 4th and 19 opportunity unless they go for, as we saw last week with Elkhorn North, a little fake punt here.
Yeah. And you might as well go for it. It's 10-0. You need some life in this game.
Yeah.
At least going into the halftime. You can't let Norris start getting on a roll.
No.
Because they are dangerous offensively and more so defensively. As Bird's back to drop on 4th and
here comes
20.
Dylan Meyer and Trey DeVoe.
The ball gets tipped. And it's right through the hands.
I tell you what, Trey DeVoe, as you probably see here on the replay, absolutely lays out Bird. Just cut off there on the replay, but good defensive play there from Cale Consbrook. He's had a couple of knockdowns so far tonight. Good secondary and D-line work there from the Titans.
Good composure by Bird as he had Schmatter downfield, and it was a beautiful placed ball.
I tell you
just
what,
right through the hands. Unfortunately for the Badgers, but it was a beautiful placed ball by Bird.
Yeah, if I'm back to throw there and I see Trey DeVoe and Dylan Meyer running straight at me, I'm giving them the ball and I'm running to the sideline and saying, hey, good game, guys. We'll see you next week. Tell you what, that is just a dangerous play there, and great work by Bird to lay that one out there. Unfortunately not corralled as we see Dylan Meyer sheds one tackler, able to get 3 yards here.
Shout out to Brian Reese for letting me know that coaches know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I should be the first one to listen to you, Brian, out there if you're watching. He was the coach of a little NBA Titans baseball team.
There you go. Oh,
they did pretty well. They had a really good team.
Yeah.
Taught his kids all the techniques to baseball and how to be just become good people in life as young, very young kids, but good baseball team, well coached. And back to the game as the Titans, for the first time, are in power I formation. Just a straight run to Ben Langren as he trudges for a couple of yards.
Tell you what, that's a little 2016 middle school football action, as I would often come to those games and broadcast them to myself. No one was watching. I would just broadcast them in my head. And I tell you what, love seeing players like Matt Medill and James Carney and all those players in middle school doing everything they could to get ready to contribute to this team at the high school level. And I tell you what, now we're seniors, and it's a crazy thought that I was just sitting there back on the sidelines talking to myself. Probably looked like an absolute weirdo.
Yeah, back in the day when we had the Maryland Eye.
Yeah, Maryland Eye. I tell you what, bring that back, Coach. Here's Cooper Hausman in the I formation with Dylan Meyer and Ben Langer behind him.
Hausman drops back to pass. Oh, he just tossed it over the middle. It's going to look to be pass interference, though.
Yeah, Trey DeVoe got thrown to the ground, it looked like.
I think it's going to be on the person that was guarding C.J. Hood. If I could guess here, it'd be on number 9, Schmaderer, as the referees are going to talk things over. And the umpire to make the call.
holding on the defense of the Bennington Badgers. Clap it out for the Titan fans. You see, didn't have a replay there on that one. Able to tell how that holding call played out. But regardless, it'll be a good situation here for the Titans. Set them up with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, you had CJ Hood running just a drag across the field, and I think got held up there by Schmaderer, which is, I mean, it's a tough matchup just to begin with, starting with CJ Hood. You got 6'4", can throw 96 miles per hour.
Yeah, not playing QB, but if possibly Hausman goes down, and then we got a great backup in Jagger Amon, who definitely look to see him contribute throughout the year as well. But if both of them go down, definitely see CJ Hood, who played quarterback in middle school, throwing to people like Carney DeVoe and Medill. As we see once again, 1st and 10 here for the Titans on their own 49. Cooper Hausman in the backfield, gets the snap, fakes to Meyer, read option, throwing back out to Langren. Dangerous pass here. Langren gets thrown to the ground by a herd of Badgers. See, there's another one. I don't know what you'd call a group of Badgers, but if in the comment section, once again, we'd appreciate it if you'd let us know what that possibly would be called.
A herd of Badgers. I don't possibly know. A keet?
Tell you what, I've never heard of that before.
Gina Bowe informs us that a group of badgers is called a keet. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but
I think she's lying to us.
A colony of badgers is called a clan. So we'll just call it a clan of badgers.
Late hit here on Cooper Hausman, I believe. Tell you what, number 17 for the Badgers. Not happy with that call, but the ref saw it and looked to see here.
Yeah, number 17, Austin Holtz, late to the party, but still wanted to be invited. And as he gets a late hit on Hausman, I believe it's going to be an automatic 1st down as the umpire's going to make the call. Yeah, personal foul, roughing the passer. It's going to be 1st down for the Norris Titans. And the Bennington Badgers are now finding themselves in trouble with penalties and flags. Now they're starting to move back, and the Titans are starting to move forward as the Titans are rolling now, and that's not something you want them to do, like I said earlier, with 6 minutes to go left in your first half.
It's time for our middle of the second quarter question here. We got a question from the comments. Who do I think is a better soccer player? Leo Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Robert Lewandowski, Neymar, Mbappe, or Zlatan Ibrahimovic? Tell you what, I got to go in their primes. I'm taking Messi all day. Cooper Hausman back to throw here for the Titans.
I think you just wrapped all those names.
I did.
I didn't hear a single
I need that on the mixtape next week. Thank you. CJ Hood not able to corral that one.
Yeah, just a slant route for Hood that could have been potentially a touchdown. You got speedster and Hood, but just thrown right behind him. Good defense out there by number 1, Caden Bloom. Credit to Bloom guarding Hood out there. It's a tough matchup. And also credit to these defensive backs and the backfield of the defense for the Badgers. They're doing a great job out there as they've only allowed 1 touchdown to James Carney as he's out there at the tight end position. Hausman drops back. He's looking for someone. Hausman scrambling. Hausman now running, slides.
Ooh, possibly a late hit there. The player for the Badgers, Claire runs over, helps him up there. Nothing malicious there. Every time I see a quarterback at any level of football go down for a slide there, I think of the Teddy Bridgewater play from a couple years in the NFL. Just dangerous plays out there, as it does bring a little bit up to the cost of what these players are playing for tonight.
Yep, as it is now 3rd and 6 at the Titans' 34-yard line. They got good field position here. If they can, hopefully they can break out one here, maybe with a long pass or at least a 1st down, just to break the life of the Badgers. As Hausman drops back, Hausman just throws it over the
What a
midfield
throw! Oh
to
my
James
goodness!
Carney, amazing catch by James Carney.
Tell you what, I'm going to take one out of your playbook. That throw was right inside the breadbasket, right over the outstretched arms of the defender. Kenkel, Carney able to corral that one in.
Just a dot. I believe Jonathan Williams was on the assignment of Carney on that play.
I apologize, not Kenkel. I think I just wanted to say that again.
He thought it was offensive pass interference, but credit to Credit to number 8 on the defense, Jonathan Williams. It was good defense, but Kearney just a better play offensively as he gets the catch. Now the Norris Titans are on the 3-yard line. And it's going to be a give to Meyer, and nothing gives there for him as it is now first and about 2 yards.
Second and goal here for the Titans.
And when the Titans are in the red zone, they are dangerous, finding the end zone almost every time this season so far as they spread number 14 way out there. Number 14, Trevor Ozenbaugh. Maybe they're going to run it left, give a decoy of Ozenbaugh as Hausman runs. Hausman option pitches to Langren, and nothing given there either. As a good stand here from the Bennington Badgers.
It's a good play call, but the dangerous thing about it is you go back a couple of yards, you got to make up a few. So you see the ball on the 3-yard line, for the Titans. Third and goal. As we talked about earlier, you'd love to see the Titans punch this one in off of the great throw from Hausman to Kearney a couple plays ago.
Yeah, if the Titans can punch this one, it'll definitely open up the gap to start out the second half, making the Badgers down 17-0. But the Badgers, again, they can score quickly. They just haven't shown it yet, unfortunately. But I know they can score quickly with players like LeClaire and Bird in the backfield. And the handoff to Langren's going to get stopped again as Norris has a decision to make here if they're going to go for it or let Reeves, their sophomore kicker, try for 3 points. And it looks like they are going to go for it. On 4th and 6.
Strong play call here from Coach Ty Twarling. Feels confident in his offensive sets here. Titans, I tell you what, once the game's over here, this is going to be a series, and this play especially one that we're going to look back on as a defining moment in this one.
I think the Titans are going to call timeout here with the play clock running down to 2, and the Titans call a timeout with 1 second on the play clock to make a decision. 2:34 left in the first half. Again, if you're joining this broadcast, please become a patron or donating to us through our PayPal account. The link to donate can be found in the description of our videos by visiting our website, norris160.org/NSDV. Patron subscribers and donors will be mentioned in the future broadcasts.
We'll take this opportunity real quick to get a quick update on some other scores around the area with our sideline reporter, Allie Hansmeyer.
Some other Class B scores are Seward and Crete. Seward is up at 14-13. At Gearing is losing by 35 to Hastings. And that is all the updates we have from Class B schools.
Thank you, Allie, for those Class B updates. If you're an Instagram or Twitter user, which most of us are, right, Yui?
I am. Okay.
Now is your chance to win a free t-shirt. All you got to do is take a picture of yourself watching our broadcast, post tag and hashtag us with your photo at Norris Sports, hashtag NSDV. Back with action is Hausman. They will go for it. Hausman back in the gun on 4th and 6. Hausman drops back to pass. Hausman lobs it up to Hood.
No, what a great
Hood
play.
with a back shoulder catch. Great play by CJ Hood. He finally finds the end zone. And beautiful throw by Cooper Hausman. But as you can see in that replay, that is a textbook catch by CJ Hood. And like you said earlier, it would be good on Sundays with both feet in. And Reeves is now back to kick.
Freddie Reeves already with 1 field goal and a PAT tonight so far. Puts that one through as well. Titans go up 17-0 with just 2 minutes left, excuse me.
And I see a lot of hands out there jumping. There's a lot of floating heads and hands out there jumping.
I was a little confused about what that was.
Oh, it's camo night.
It's camo night. See, I was confused there too.
Forgetting.
I saw a bunch of hands, a bunch of floating heads. I was getting a little scared.
I
did. I saw that, and then I realized once again it's camo night.
We love our students out there. Thank you guys.
We do. We love you guys.
Well, again, textbook catch by CJ Hood. Beautiful throw by Cooper Hausman, giving the Titans now a 17-0 lead with 2.5 minutes left to go in the second half. Badgers need to find something going here. They need a spark offensively, at least get a touchdown, hopefully get a touchdown, at least get a field goal
There you go.
on this run. But the defensive Titans have been so unstoppable and untouchable in this first half that'll be hard for the Badgers, but they are definitely more than capable of doing it. I say back in the day in the YMCA games, I seen you with a couple catches just like that.
You know. You see, I think CJ, here's what happened. CJ Hood and I used to play flag football together, and I think he got all his moves from me. So all the fans out there, Norris, you're welcome. Good kick there by Reeves. That's a left side little pooch kick here. Great work there from number 14 for the Badgers.
And it's going to be number 14, Josh Coe, the senior. As Andrew Harvey with the stop.
Badgers with 2:25 left. Need a Tom Brady, Julian Edelman, Rob Gronkowski-esque connection here to finish this half out well. They're going to be disappointed if they don't have any points on the board heading into this second half. Look to see Bird throw it deep here for the
Yeah, look to
Badgers.
see a lot of passing on this drive. As Bird's back in the gun. And as we say that, Bird takes it and is going to be tackled by Dylan Meyer, the choo-choo train, and Caleb DeYoung.
You know what? What I think it was is I said that they were going to pass it, and then you said they were going to pass and they ran. I think it's your fault. That's okay though. I apologize for everyone watching at home. As you'll see here, I'm going to call this play to be a pass, and it will be a pass. And if it's not, I will be done for the broadcast for the night. Okay, it's fun while it lasted, everybody. I'm going to go grab a hot dog and head home. It's been fun.
Good run there by LeClaire, as Houston Bow might just start calling the offensive plays for the Badgers, just saying the opposite of what they're doing.
Yeah.
But good run there by LeClaire. Gains about a yard. Looks about to be 3 yards, giving the Badgers about half the distance toward the first down.
Quick shout out to Brett Heinrich, who overall is just a great student at Norris High School. That's all I really have to say about him.
Yeah, along with Brett, he's a trainer here at Norris.
Yep.
Along with, we got Chance, our great trainer, and we got Delaney, Brett, Grace. Shout out to all you great trainers out there.
Tell you what, none of these teams could do it.
Really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, for sure. None of these teams could do it without those trainers as you see Grace Macklin down on the field right now.
And it's going to be a timeout for the Titans. We'll be right back. Grab a drink. As we close to halftime here, your score is 17-0. This is NSDV Live. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back.
Left and a half. Let's hear from outside the fence there on the north end. Gotta be enjoying the game out there.
With 1:16 left in your first half, the Badgers are now on the 36-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd and 6 for Bird and his offense.
Dangerous play here. If they don't get enough here, the Titans will take over and have a chance to put more points on the board.
Speed option out there. Just gives it to LeClaire. LeClaire's got room to run. LeClaire with a cutback. LeClaire's still going. LeClaire. And he's still going. He's at the 30. LeClaire's at the 25. The 10. Touchdown, Bennington. Beautiful run there by Tyler LeClaire.
What a run.
And like I said earlier, players like Tyler LeClaire can cut down gaps, split through them, and make you pay with a 64-yard touchdown run. And I can hear the foot stomps of all the Bennington fans out in Bennington just clapping and stomping their feet for that run.
Tell you what, that's a difference between a win and a loss here for both of these teams. What an absolutely fantastic run there by LeClaire.
Yeah, now with the kick is up, and it's good. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have yourselves a football game.
Yeah.
As is now only a 10-point lead going into half. We'll see what the Titans can brew up here on maybe their last offensive drive for the second half.
I'll tell you what, that's what I was talking about, as you said there. If they weren't able to convert on that play, the Titans take over. This could be a 24-0 ball game, and now we see Badgers are able to cut it to 17-7.
Oh, how the turntables.
How the turntables, as we like to say here at NSDV. Oh, how the turntables.
The sun's down, but then again, the sun was never out.
I was just about to say, I feel like the sun's been down all
Sky's
day.
darker.
I guess technically it was up, just covered by clouds, as we see here at great angle here on this left side of Carson Broderson standing around the 50-yard line. Haven't seen a whole lot of him defensively so far tonight, but a great player for this Titans team. Look to see him make some more impact plays later in this one.
Bennington back to kick with 1 minute left to go in the second half. We'll see what they do here, and they will kick it long. Consbrook finds the ball. Consbrook's running. He had a kick return versus Elkhorn last 2 weeks ago, and he breaks one out.
What a run there from Cale Consbrook.
That might do enough for Cooper Hausman and his offense with his 6'4" wide receivers. And the Titans got some life as they're sprinting on and off the field.
That's what's so good about these plays right here, and especially that's why you're so thankful to have a kicker like Brady Reeves. If they get it to around the 40, 45-yard line, you got to think Brady Reeves feels confident about making that kick. Obviously, it's close to 50, 55 yards. He's made those in practice, though, and just a sophomore for this ball team, but he's got a lot of confidence as just a young player.
As it looks like the Badgers will play it conservative, knowing that the Titans have dangerous wide receivers, as they almost got 2 free safeties, 2 cornerbacks, and their linebackers are lined up far back 7 yards behind line of scrimmage, ready for the pass.
Great one-on-one matchups here. On the outside is Cooper Hausman.
And it's going to be holding on that right side, unfortunately. It will be holding, I believe, on Caleb DeYoung.
This one's coming back.
Great run by Hausman. But you just say next play. And it's going to be 1st and 20 with 45 seconds left to go.
Tell you what, I believe the Badgers have a few timeouts here as well. If the Titans throw a couple of incomplete passes here and burn through a couple of plays, the Badgers might be able to use a few of their timeouts to get down the field and put some more points on the board here. Just 45 seconds left, but definitely something to look out for, as we see here on the left side that once we get to this halftime, definitely stick around to watch the Norris dance team, the Sapphires, perform another hip-hop performance
along with the
tonight.
band. We got the band out tonight, too. I know they're super excited to play. As Cooper Hausman drops back to pass yet again. Just throws over the middle, dangerous pass.
Yeah, good
but
throw, though.
Carney is able to corral it in. And the clock's running. I don't know if they're just going to let it run out. It would be a safe to let it run out. And
Titans will call a timeout, though.
They will call timeout. Because Twirling has something in mind that Cade Rice does not. So we're going to have a timeout here. We'll be right back after this short little break.
Just under 22 ticks left before halftime. 55 yards to go for the Titans.
It's not a As Hausman, Badgers defensively are backed up super far. It's going to be a bubble pass to Hood. And he's just going to get tackled. He's just going to get tackled out there right at the line of scrimmage.
Titans, I believe, don't have any timeouts here. Might just let the clock run out, and that'll be our first half. CJ Hood in a little bit of pain.
Looks like Hood twisted up his ankle on that play. Hopefully he's okay to start out the second half, as he is a huge impact player for the Norris Titans is going to be late in this game. But with that being said, their score is 17-7. Your Norris Titans lead the Bennington Badgers. We really appreciate all of you fans watching out there, whether you're from Norris or Bennington. We got about 603 viewers, which is amazing. We really appreciate you guys. Thanks for taking your time out of your day to tune in on this broadcast and cheer on your teams.
As we talked about earlier, stick around here for this halftime performance by the Sapphires. I believe about 5 or 6 of these Sapphires also involved in the Norris musical coming up here in just a couple of weeks, with a weirdo, Houston Bowe, playing the lead role, as well as Cade Rice performing as the steward in the fall upcoming Cinderella. Cade, you looking forward to that?
Yeah, it's going to be outside this year. It's going to be pretty fun.
Yep.
It's going to be unique and different.
If you're looking forward to possibly going to that performance, our performance dates are Wednesday, September 23rd at 7, Thursday the following day at 7, Friday, September 25th, no performances, Saturday, September 26th, performance at 7, and then Sunday to finish out the year, we've got 2 performances at 3 and 7, as Norris will present Cinderella. Tegan Beatty is Cinderella here, one of the Sapphires, also sang the national anthem tonight along with Marley Moss, who also is a Sapphire and one of the stepsisters in Cinderella as well.
And along with saying Sapphires, that'll take us to our halftime shows. We are going to have the Sapphires perform their little dance routine for you guys. It'll be a good one. And then we're going to have the band perform their first show. I think it's a pop show, I believe. And it's going to be a good one. Tune in on this halftime. Get some popcorn, pizza, get some drinks, whatever your favorite. Sit back in the lazy boy and get ready for the second half of Norris Titan football.
Tell you what, I see a lot of parents out here, a lot of Bennington Badgers, and I see a lot. Oh, once again, it gets me every time. It's the student section over there in the camo. Every time I keep thinking that the Titans are over there or something, and then it gets me every single time. The student section on the north side of the fence here for the Titans. Sapphires getting ready, getting warmed up here. Band will perform here, as well as our Sapphires for our halftime entertainment. Grab a drink, grab some food, possibly some popcorn, a couple of hot dogs, and get ready for these performances.
Norris Athletic Boosters would like to introduce TAG. TAG stands for Together a Greater Good, and it's a simple-to-use app right on your phone. With just a few clicks, you can help support Norris Titans athletes. All you need to do is tag your receipt from purchases you're already making from participating businesses like U-Stop and Godfathers in Hickman, or many other.
We will continue the halftime entertainment with the Norris Marching Titans. The Marching Titans will be performing selections from the full marching band show. These include Confident by Demi Lovato, Centuries by Fallout Boy, Marching Titans are the current Class B marching band champions for the fourth consecutive year and are looking forward to competing again next year. We want to thank all of the boosters, parents, and community for making band happen this year and for giving our students the opportunities they deserve. Thank you to the band and the color guard. Great to have you back. Limited concession items are available at the concession stand. Remind you to help reduce the spread of COVID-19. Use your self-screen if you feel ill. Please do not attend. Wash hands frequently and properly social distance, at least 6 feet. Keep your family sitting together in a group, and that's okay unless the required physical distance, but 6 feet of distance should exist between groups and not sit where there's yellow tape on the bleachers. Scoring summary for the first half. Norris was the beneficiary of a bad hunt snap. Got the ball on the 9 from that Carney hauled a 9-yard pass from Hausman. And Brady Reeves added the kick. 5:32 left in the first. Norris was up 7. Brady Reeves with 1:42 left in the first hit a 36-yard field goal to make it 10-0. On 4th and 6 in the second quarter with 2:29 to go, C.J. Hood takes the reception from Cooper Hausman on 4th and 6. And Reeves added the kick. That put Norris up 17-0. And then a minute 29 later, Tyler LeClaire busts a 64-yard run on 3rd and 6 from their own 36. Lennox Hughes added the kick, and that's where we stand at 17-7 at halftime. I'd like to thank the sponsors for the Booster Club at the titanium level, 4G steel fabrication, Sleep Deep Sports, Pine Ridge Dental, Vision Underground, Hayco Electric, and Ambition Electric. At the platinum level, On the Hill Ag, Comic Castle, Genesis Contracting, Heaven's Best Carpet Cleaning, and Midwest Steelworks. Gold level, First State Bank, Gaina Trucking and Excavating, House Construction, Pete Petchy from Edward Jones and Kelly Novotny from UVT Mortgage Loans. At the silver level, Hickman Physical Therapy, Midwest Bank, Scott Toho from Mutual of Omaha, Schroeder Tile, Dave Brown Drywall, and Renee Goodhart from Remax Concepts. And at the bronze level, Family First Dental of Hickman, and Mark Consbrook from Edward Jones. Thank you very much to the corporate sponsors, and all the sponsors, private sponsors as well. I would like to thank the Booster Club board members, starting with Mitchell Stein, the assistant principal and high school activities director, Andrew Carlson, Daisy Langston, Chad and January Otto, Keith and Denise Petchy, and Corey and Vandy Wallstrom. Thank you to the Booster Club board for all the things you do.
Hello and welcome back to just a few minutes left before we start this second half. Get this one underway here. Once again, Houston Bow joined by Cade Rice. You grab anything to eat at halftime, did you, Cade?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the soft pretzel with cheese.
There you go.
That's
Can't
my
go wrong.
go-to anytime, any place. Soft cheese with pretzel, and then a cool blue Gatorade as I got up here with me in the booth.
Sorry, just to clarify, a soft pretzel with cheese or soft cheese with a pretzel? Depends on the mood.
Soft pretzel with the cheese.
Soft pretzel with cheese, okay, yeah.
Yep.
Made a little bit more sense there. A little bit of a shout out here to some alumni we got here. Wide Foz, Ethan Schmidt, Peyton Deeds, a couple of great players for this Titans team for so long. As we see the Bennington Badgers make their way back out onto the field, 17-7, Titans up. What are you looking to see here from this Titans team in the second half to try and swing the momentum back in their direction?
From the Titans team, I'm looking for them to just do the same thing they've been doing offensively or defensively. They've held the, besides that one long run for LeClaire, the 64-yard touchdown right before half. Their defense has been outstanding this game with DeVoe and Carney. Great pass rush, great even run defense for them. Leading the defense along with C.J. Hood in the backfield and Dylan Meyer having an amazing game so far. Offensively, I'm looking for them to keep spreading it out, pass the ball, keep giving it to those receivers over the top like Carney. You already see him 2 receptions of the day. But that's my foreshadowing for second half.
Titans players getting shaken out, getting ready to go in this second half. Believe the Bennington Badgers will have the ball to start off the second half. Great performance by the band as well as the Norris dance team, the Sapphires, during halftime. You see Carney, Nate Bell, as well as the rest of the Titans players getting warmed up here, getting ready to go. As you're talking about from the Titans team, from the Badgers team, wow, that is a satisfying sound there, the sound of the Mountain Dewer. Opening up right there, as we talked about, though.
Good old Dewer.
Yes, the Badgers definitely going to look to get Tankle more involved here on the offensive side, as well as a lot more input from their QB Bird on scrambles and looks to the outside. A couple of bubble screens you saw in those first half there from both the Titans and the Badgers. Look to see a little bit more long balls here from the Badgers. They've had a couple opportunities, weren't able to get anything crazy down the field other than that one long run from the running back for the Badgers.
And with long runs, you do need your chain gang to move down the markers. Our shout out to our chain gang crew tonight is going to be TJ Addison, Dusty Addison, Marcus Bosinger, and Chad Otto. TJ's been working the chain gang for 10 years, leading the chain gang.
10-year anniversary. Give him a little clap.
Good job, TJ.
Great work.
And then you got Dusty, Marcus, and Chad all working for 6 years.
Tell you what, that's a reliable team. I think I would call on them to do just about anything. Build a house, go fishing. Tell you what, they can do it all, especially move those chains down here for both sides tonight.
And they were talking, TJ, the leader of that group for 10 years and counting, told me about their practices. They like to put weights on their back and just run with that yard marker. And they just practice, and they've gotten really good at doing that.
Tell you what, it's time, right about that time, to give our shout-out of the game out. And once again, for the third week in a row, it's Case and Misco. Just can't beat Case and Misco, the shout-out there. Something that we like to do every single week. And once again, for the third week in a row, as we discussed, Case and Misco winning that award.
As the Badgers will be the receiving team to start the second half. And they ended the half with a 64-yard touchdown for Tyler LeClaire. And now they're starting off with the ball. Hopefully they can keep that momentum rolling in the second half, the first possession. And if they can, we'll really have a game here in Firth, Nebraska.
Once again, as we talked about, if you came here from Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, or just the recommended page and you had no idea what the heck this was, we want to thank you for tuning in today. Great Friday Night Lights action between the Titans and the Badgers. Titans up 17-7. Brady Reeves looks to kick off here to the Badgers.
Yeah, shout out to Scott Waters, Steve Gruber, Eric Keetle, and Brandon Stye for watching out there. They're celebrating the halftime lead for the Norris, and hopefully they celebrate a win tonight.
Tell you what, no one throws a party like Scott Waters, just in general. Just like to throw that out there.
Yeah, Scott Waters is a partier.
Great man in general. Another guy I could call up if I needed anything. Am I right there, Cade?
Yep, you are right there. Sorry, I was just
Spacing out a little bit
spacing
there.
off on this beautiful night as the Titans, as Reeves back to kick to Kenkel. And the boot from Reeves goes to Kenkel. Kenkel catches about the 15-yard line, and he's off to the races as Kenkel finds an opening, and Harvey's going to take him down at about the 32-yard line.
Tell you what, if he was able to get past Andrew Harvey there, he had a lot of room to run there.
Yeah, there's a lot of green in front of him, and there's a good chance that he could have been off to the races and getting first place gold. Find himself in the end zone potentially, but good tackle there by Andrew Harvey, number 20.
Great hustle there from all the ball boys as you see him knowing he needs to get off there so that first down play can happen. You see him sprinting off the field there to get this Badgers set up here with a 1st and 10.
And to start off the second half, Bird drops back to pass. And
Possibly a false start here on the Badgers.
Yep, something's going on down there. Laundry on the field. False start. Badgers.
Tell you what, I guarantee you Cam Lenhart, the head coach here for the Badgers during halftime, was telling his team, we need to put points on the board in this first possession if they don't want to put themselves back into another 17-point hole here. And that is not a great way to start off this second half here for the Badgers with an early penalty.
And the Titans are getting rowdy over here in the sections. The parent section getting rowdy, cheering on their boys as the handoff to LeClaire straight up the middle. And he's going to be stopped by the Norris defensive line, just tough, with Bernheide down there and Dylan Meyer as those two get the stop.
2-yard, 3-yard gain on first down. Bring up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Bird's got twins left and right. Bird gets a snap. Bird drops back. It's going to be bubble pass to the right to Kenkel. Kenkel with the juke move. And he's tackled by, looks like Kale Consbrook out there, just an ankle biter. And it's going to make 3rd and 10 for the Badgers.
A short gain there for the Badgers, setting themselves up here with a 3rd and 10, able to get back to the line they began this possession. Now Ty Twirling yelling at his team to get in formation here. They need this stop here to bring the momentum back to their side. Back to pass is Bird.
Launch is
going
one
long.
deep.
Colton Washam has an opportunity for it. Oh my goodness, a great effort there from the wide receiver on the backside. It looks like almost just a pyramid scheme there, as that can mean a couple of different things, but a pyramid route there from both of those Badgers wide receivers, heading straight down, and looked like just threw it right into the middle of them. See if one of them could go make a play. No dice. Kale Consbrook back to grab this punt return here. Had a couple of dangerous returns earlier already tonight. Definitely looking to make another impact on this play. Wobbler gets it, cuts it outside, cuts it to the left, cuts it back again. Oh, if he could have gotten one more block there, he could have cut it all the way back to the other side and possibly had a lot of green to run.
Great run by Consbrook. He is just so shifty.
Yeah.
And his speed is almost deceiving because he's so small, but he is so quick. His just lateral movements and his just north-south speed is uncanny, as Twirling loves that in his punt returner and wide receiver.
Similar to how Cooper Hausman is in the backfield, not a super tall guy like we've seen for the past from the Titans with quarterbacks like Aiden Order for the last 3 or 4 years here for the Titans. A little bit smaller, a little bit shorter, but definitely has that agility that you love to see in a Titans quarterback, because you've already seen a couple of great juke moves from him tonight, and he can throw the ball better than any Titan quarterback has before as well. Hausman hands it off to Langren, looks to cut it outside, cuts it inside, has a couple of blockers.
Good cut there by Langren. Gained for about 7 yards. That was good sportsmanship from both teams as LeClaire helps up Langren.
Love to see that on these Friday night football games.
Showing some class. Great work from both teams. Shout outs to their parents, raising good young gentlemen out there on the field tonight.
Shout out to Coach Motier, the new head basketball coach for the Titans. Says his family's watching in their garage in Firth. Jay says hi once again. Cade, want to give him a quick shout out.
Yep, I'll give Jace a quick shout out. What up, Jace? I'm still looking forward to seeing you again. Last time I saw Coach Motes, helping him move into his house, and it was a grand old time. It was just fantastic time meeting the family. But what up, Jace? Hope you're enjoying tonight's football game. Got all your homework done, I'm sure. Hopefully Dad lets you stay up and have a couple pops and play some video games tonight.
There you go. Sounds like not a bad plan to me. As we see here, Ben Langren on that last play couldn't get any more than a couple of yards. Might have actually lost a couple there on that one as well, as we see Cooper Hausman possibly back to throw again with Langren in the backfield.
You're going to see LeClaire drop back way back in free safety, but CJ Hood's one-on-one on that right side. And Hausman, it's just going to be a draw play. Hausman's got room to run. And with room to run, that's what he does.
Tell you what, the thing that's so great about Hausman is the moment he started scrambling out there, he kept his eyes downfield. If that cornerback was going to keep biting, he was going to send one long to CJ Hood. And cornerback made the safe decision, stayed with Hood. Hausman able to grab the first down and a few more yards.
And that's why it's just so fortunate to be a Titan, because with a quarterback like Cooper Hausman, not only can he throw the long ball and almost pick and choose where he's going to throw it offensively with his arm, but he can also outrun opponents. As going to be an incomplete pass there, he can outrun opponents. And just like that last play before that, you saw the defensive back stay with CJ Hood because you have to stay with a player like him. And then you just got to let Hausman just go to work with so much green in front of him. That's all he sees. It's like a horse in a race and can't really stop him.
Tell you what, through the glass windows, you can hear the Norris Titan cheerleaders cheering as loud as they can, trying to get their Titan fans up and roaring here tonight. Titans up 17-7 midway through the second quarter. Cooper Hausman once again in the backfield with Langren. He'll hand it off. He'll go dead center. A couple more yards here on second down. It'll be about 3rd and 4 for this Titans team. Consbrook will check out here. Looks like Consbrook actually and Hausman will get the call here from Coach T. And get ready to go at this last 3rd down here for the Titans on their 27-yard line of the Badgers. Excuse me, the 19-yard line. 3rd and 7 here for the Titans. Hausman once again back with Langren, gets the snap. Sends one back corner to kill Consbrook. Dives for it, not able to corral it, a little wide for him. And the Titans on a 4th and 7 opportunity might look to kick here. They will kick it here with their kicker Brady Reeves, who's already made one field goal tonight.
This one's just going to be a bit longer, I believe.
It's about a 35-yarder last time around.
Or maybe a little bit shorter this time. I don't know.
Pretty similar kicks it looks like here for Brady Reeves, just on the opposite side of the field. Not too much of a wind impact here.
It was also a 36-yarder.
Wow.
So same one as last time. He did it before earlier in the first half. Let's see if he can do it again. Good snap, good hold. It looks like it got tipped. It got blocked by number 17, Austin Holtz. And the Bennington Badgers will take their offensive possession at the 19-yard line. Badgers from their own 20 with LeClaire in the backfield, Bird in the gun, got twins right, single slot to his left. Just a straight pitch out to LeClaire. LeClaire's dangerous. He cuts back, but great tackle by number 27, Ben Langren and Dylan Meyer. Just great job by those linebackers. As you see in the replay, LeClaire cuts back, and Langren finds a gap and shoots it, and then gives a fist pump after the great tackle there by the junior.
Yeah, great defensive work here so far in this second half from the Titans after getting that first possessional stop. Second possession here, you see CJ Hood possibly looking to shoot this gap here. Opts to stay back on this one as the linebackers for the Titans able to bring him down. Not only do we have Friday night lights here at the Titan Stadium, but tomorrow in the Titan Dome, the Norris Lady Titans volleyball team holds the Invitational at the Titan Dome tomorrow.
Yeah, tune into those games. Your Lady Titans are doing really well in the season at a 6-1 record. They're playing really well. They play at 9 o'clock, I believe 11 o'clock, and 1 o'clock. Just tune into those games. That'll be at Norris Volleyball on YouTube.
Little early morning broadcast as we see thrown outside to Bird. Oh, cornerback bit on it. CJ Hood needs to make a big tackle here on the backside. Not able to bring him down. Andrew Harvey trying to bring him down. A good pitch and catch there for the Bennington Badgers. From Bird to the receiver for the Badgers. Got a player down here.
And it's going to be CJ Hood, and he is just in pain out there, holding behind his knee. That is not a good sign. We're going to take a quick, short little break here as the teams go to their respective sidelines. And we'll be right back with you. It is 17-7 Norris. Got about 6 minutes left. 6 minutes, 45 seconds left in this game. We'll tune right back in shortly after this injury timeout.
Good sign to see CJ Hood walking off on the strength of his own legs. Does he possibly just a cramp here? See him sprint off the field here. First and 10 here for the Bennington Badgers after the pitch and catch, after the risky play there from Colton Wallstrom out on the outside. Wasn't able to snag the interception, and the Badgers are at the Titans' 30-yard line. About 30 yards to go to add more points onto the board. Bird handoff to LeClaire. No, he keeps it himself. Tricked me. Gets it around the Titans' 22-yard line. Close to another first down here.
And a good read option there by Bird. As you've seen the replay, just reads that D end and then sweeps it out to the outside. Great read. And now it's going to be second and about 3. Badgers making a stroll down the field as this series is looking really comfortable. And as Bird's back in the gun, another read option. This time he gives it to LeClaire, and it's going to be a first down for Bennington. And they're going to, looks like it reaches the end zone, red zone, sorry. They reach the red zone, and they can score here. Cut the lead down to 3. I'm sure the Bennington fans will really enjoy that, and the momentum will definitely be rolling toward the Badger side.
Badgers definitely came out in the second half with the fire under themselves, as we see. Obviously, they ended the first half with that great run by LeClaire. Thrown outside here. Ankle tackle, not able to bring him down. Dylan Meyer able to bring him down right there. Good, solid tackle. Another about a 5-yard gain here for the Badgers. A couple of missed tackles there from the Titans. Need to really bring him down. 2nd and 4 here. Great drive so far for the Badgers. Handoff to LeClaire, straight down the gut. Not enough for a first down.
Yeah,
actually was enough for a first down. To be first and goal here, right around the 8-yard line.
Yeah, Bennington's looking good now. They're looking dangerous as they are just marching down the field on the Titans. Now they're at the 8-yard line. They look to punch it in and cut it to a 3-point lead. As Bird hands off to LeClaire again, but Dylan Meyer reads it like a book. And the cowbells are ringing here.
Great
as
work
Meyer just flexes on his own teammates. As he does that to them a lot in practice, I could only imagine how hard of a hit that was. But with a player like LeClaire, he can take it. And Meyer moves him back to the 10-yard line, where they will have second down. Bird out with the speed option.
Carney wasn't quite able to get to him. They'll bring him down around the 3-yard line. Be 3rd and goal here for the Badgers, going quick. C.J. Hood still not on the field here.
He is putting his helmet on the sideline, though, walking up and down the sideline. Looks like he's going to go to coach and tell him he's ready. But the Titans can get a stop here. That'll be just a really big relief for the head coach, Ty Twirling.
Yeah, look for a handoff right up the gut here. See Dylan Meyer getting ready to shoot that gap. He does. He's able to get through there. LeClaire stays on his feet, able to stretch to about the 3-inch yard line. Tell you what, look for the Badgers to go for this one right here to try and punch a touchdown right in. 4th and just a couple of inches here.
Yeah, this is where you get all the big dogs out there, right? Just matched up right across each other.
Yeah.
You just got huge dudes out there. You can only imagine just a straight run with LeClaire. This is where the big boys play. We got 4th and 1 right at the Norris goal line. As Bird to the snap. Bird hands it to LeClaire. And touchdown Bennington. As they do punch it in. Great play design there by the coach from Bennington. As LeClaire punches it in for his 2nd touchdown of the day.
Looks like the ball popped out there too. On the replay, they will award them the touchdown there. PAT opportunity here to put the Badgers within 3 points of the Titans. Up and good. 17-14 game. Just like that, the Badgers are close in this one. The Titans need a really solid offensive possession here to set themselves up well for this last quarter of football. This is NSTV Live. We'll be right back. We're back on this beautiful Friday night here at Titans Stadium. Badgers looking to cook off here to the Norris Titans. Titans up 17-14 here. Consbrook, Wallstrom, and Spalding back to return here.
Tension's getting high here at Norris Stadium.
Yeah.
As everyone's up on their feet.
After that last touchdown for the Badgers, you can see just the environment totally shifted here. Consbrook needs a big return here. Able to get it to the outside, cuts it back, gets across to the other side. Another great return there. Tell you what, you got to be thinking Kel Consbrook by the end of this season is going to be up there for leader.
For kickoff return.
Yeah, yardage in general.
Yeah. But Coach Hess with the special teams put him back there as punt returner. Does a great job.
Just so shifty, so quick there too. Once he can get past one defender, sets himself really well up in the lanes to get around, make a few defenders miss. Badgers on the field already, getting ready to need a big defensive stop here. If they can stop the Titans on this possession, they'll set themselves up great to possibly put themselves ahead of the Titans here. C.J. Hood on this right side, one-on-one matchup. Be interesting to see if the Titans look to go to Kearney a little bit more as we end this 3rd quarter here. Hausman with the fake. Thrown straight to Kearney as I say it. Right on cue, James Kearney catches it around the 43-yard line. Great first play there.
Great way to start off the possession, too, and the series for Hausman as a great ball placed right in the hands of Kearney, tackled by LeClaire. As a stat, Dave Kearney yells out, "Good job, Jimmy." That's what they like to call him, Jimmy.
Love to hear that.
But it's great play. Now it's 1st down.
And as we were talking about a little bit at halftime as well, you're going to see they're going to put out James Kearney. As you see, he was in the tight end position last time, but they're going to send him out wide here, possibly look for another connection, possibly either a false start or encroachment here on the Badgers on the outside. Get the call here. Encroachment here on the Badgers, set up a good 1st and 5 opportunity for the Titans.
Yeah, when the officials called that, any penalty for that matter tonight, it is dead silent.
Yeah.
We can hear it up here from the booth. Every clear word that gentleman is saying.
I think even the student section on the north side of the fence here is waiting just to hear exactly what that call is. 1st and 5 here for the Titans. The Titans can punch another one in here, put some more points on the board. That momentum will swing right back in the direction as Bennington Badgers have done a fantastic job in this second half of setting themselves up for the rest of the game. Cooper Hausman, a little confusion. Loses about 5 yards, and that's first and 5 is a race. It'll be 2nd and 15 here for the Titans.
Yeah, great job by the Bennington defensive line, shooting through that gap, taking advantage of the loose ball, and now it's going to be 2nd and 16. Titans more than capable of getting it down the field as they got players like Hood and Carney out on the edge. They've had this series putting them out there, but still yet to throw to Hood.
Ozenball run out here. Carney, Consbrook, and Hood, receivers in the game. Meyer and Langren in the backfield with Hausman.
Hausman back to throw. Hausman's out to run. Hausman runs with a lot of green in front of him.
Another flag in the backfield here. Possibly another holding call on the Titans.
Well, it looks like it was in the backfield of the defense. So it might have been holding on the pass. But
Refs are talking it over here.
Yep,
Holding on the defense.
Yep, it's going to be holding on the defense.
Some more
And
frustrating
energy.
plays here
Yep.
for the Badgers. A couple of penalties that have really cost them possessions here. Tell you what, watching that ref call stuff out, man, it's just down here on the field. It feels exactly like a college football game. You can hear absolutely every word here. And
it is great. But, yeah, it's going to be holding on the Badgers. Unfortunate for the Badgers. They had Norris at 2nd and 16 after that great play by their defensive line, shooting through that gap. But now Norris has life, and I think everyone here knows it as Norris closes in on the 25-yard line in Badger territory.
possibly look for a little crossing route here on this left side with Ozenbaugh and Consbrook. Hausman looks to that left side. Has a man behind him, doesn't see it. Going to try to get it all the way across the field. Has the speed for it. Gets outside here, gains about, tell you what, Cooper Hausman ran close to about 45, 50 yards on that play and ended up getting only 5, but totally worth it there as he scrambles all the way back around. You can tell he's got the confidence to make those types of plays here for the Titans.
Yeah, the classic 50-yard run for a gain of 3. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
So it reminds me of a couple years ago in the Big Ten Championship where Nebraska got absolutely mauled by the Wisconsin Badgers a couple years ago. Had a great play by Taylor Martinez, ran about, I believe, like 120 yards or something. Ended up getting like 50 yards for the touchdown. But it was worth it, and you see right there, only a 3-yard gain for Hausman, but those 3 yards can be the impact play. Be a big game changer here. 2nd down and 7 for the Titans. Hausman looking to scramble again.
He's got
DeVoe open.
That is
definitely pass interference.
As DeVoe is down,
you see
that's not good.
See the Badger
DeVoe got pulled by the face mask, hard by the face mask. Don't like to see that. As a great basketball player in DeVoe and football players down in the field with trainer Chance down there.
Yeah, good throw there by Hausman. Definitely PI got him, as you said, around the neck. A dangerous play there. Hopefully Trey DeVoe is all right.
We're going to take another quick injury timeout break, and we will keep you updated on Trey DeVoe as this is NSDV Live. We'll be right back. as Trey DeVoe is sitting up down near the 10-yard line. He was able to get up and sit up. And he does get helped up, but he is getting helped off the field as he's in a lot of pain down there. It's unfortunate to see a player like that go down. Definitely thoughts and prayers go out to him. And with action back on the field, Norris has a chance in the red zone to put another touchdown in. And this would definitely be a feel-good touchdown for the Titans just to separate that gap. But now it's 1st and 10 in the red zone. Hausman back to pass. He's getting rushed. Ball to the corner of the end zone. Oh. And it's incomplete. As great defense out there by number 5, LeClaire. Carney the target.
LeClaire is making big impact plays on both sides of the ball here for the Badgers. Had both of those touchdowns so far for the Badgers, and then a good defensive play there in the secondary against the Miami, Ohio commit, James Carney.
Second and 10 for the Titans as Hood's out there. He's been guarded by number 9, Schmaderer the whole entire game. Just a tough matchup for him.
Dangerous throw there as CJ Hood gets rammed into also. He's down on the field as well. He's able to get back up. Hopefully he's all right. Dangerous throw there by Hausman. Pretty good throw, but right in the area of the, once again, defender there for the Badgers.
The Titans need to push one in here just to extend the lead.
You saw here Ty Twirling earlier in the game had one thrown to Carney. I believe CJ Hood earlier on the right side.
Yeah, as there's 8 seconds on the play clock. Hausman back to pass. He's got a lot of open room. Hausman maneuvers around, and he's going to get sacked by the Bennington defensive line. Again, they're really feeling comfortable up there now.
Tell you what, there's been a lot of solid defensive pressure by this Bennington Badgers team.
For sure. They are definitely feeling comfortable in this second half. As Reeves back to kick, this would definitely still be huge for the Titans to break that, actually open up the gap to 6 points instead of 3, where Bennington can score and tie the game. As Reeves back to kick. The kick is up. And it's straight through. The sophomore, Brady Reeves, relieves the crowd and gets Norris some points on the board. Great job by Reeves. And now there's a little pressure off of the Norris Titans as Bennington looks to keep doing what they're doing offensively, I would say.
Yeah.
They're doing a great job offensively.
This second half, and you saw with that final possession in the end of the first half, they definitely have been making an impact in the running game. Not a whole lot of passing success other than that one throw from Bird on the right side, but definitely see them just try and pound it out, especially if the Titans don't have senior leader Trey DeVoe on that defensive line.
Yeah, DeVoe's still down there on the trainer table, but he's moving around.
Definitely,
so
as we talked
that's
about.
Definitely a good sign.
Hopes and prayers go out to DeVoe as well as CJ Hood, has had a couple of hard hits tonight so far as well. Brady Reeves back to kick once again for the Titans. Kenkel and Breck here, back for the Badgers. Little pooch kick here from Brady Reeves. Turns out well for the Titans. It'll be down to around the 26-yard line.
While we got a break in the action, shout out to the tailgating party. They got their masks on. They're being safe. To Craig Gaina and his family, the McDaniels, the Ehlers, the Greenfields, the Schmitz, and the Addisons. They are loyal Norris Titan fans. and they wish they could be here, but Casey Moeller has set up a beautiful tailgate with safety precautions, masks being worn. Great job, guys, out there. We really enjoy you guys tuning into the broadcast as the Badgers take offensive series from the 27-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to LeClaire straight at the middle, tackled by Dylan Meyer. Tallies yet another tackle.
Dylan Meyer, and as we talked about earlier in this one, Carson Broderson gets to him first on that one, as we talked about without Trey DeVoe here on this defensive line. A couple of younger players going to need to step up, and Carson Broderson definitely has the ability
A great
to
play
do
by,
that.
by Carson Broderson there. And now Norris Titans holding up a 4 coming into this fourth quarter. Momentum is shifted back toward their way. They're getting pumped up. Twarling punching players. He's hyped up there.
Tell you what, Ty Twarling, don't know if he loves anything more than a fourth quarter in a football game on a Friday night. Just trying to get his team hyped up. Definitely, this team has title hopes for this season, as well as does this Bennington Badgers team. This is a great 2-3 matchup we've had so far tonight. 2nd and 8 here for the Badgers. We'll take a quick break for this fourth quarter and be back with our fourth quarter of football tonight at the Titan Stadium. Houston Bowe, Cade Rice, NSTV Live. Back in a few. Second and 8 here for the Badgers on their own 28-yard line.
And as you can see from our camera right now, our drone cam, that's
Wow,
a beautiful
that is a
night.
beautiful
That
shot.
is the view of Firth, Nebraska here playing some football. As Bird cuts it up the middle, gets tripped up by Ben Langren, and it's going to be like a 9-yard gain. Or actually might be right at that 10-yard marker, and it is first down for the Badgers.
Good cut there by Bird. Had a couple of guys there you thought would bring him down there for the Titans, but makes a good cut back to the inside. And as we see here, another drone shot here. First down and 10. 38-yard line here. Swung up to the left side on the option. Swung down there.
Yep, he's going to be hit out right on the 40, gain of 2 yards. Good run for LeClaire. We just keep talking about that beautiful shot, that drone cam. Beautiful on that east side.
West side.
West side. Yes, the west side. But that's what a night here in Firth, Nebraska looks like. As Bird out to pass, and a good one it is as it goes out to Caden Bloom. It's going to be another first down for the Badgers, and the Badgers are rolling.
Moving the ball well, as you said, are the Bennington Badgers. Around the 50-yard line now, midfield opportunity here. Need to get points on the board here. After another first down. Clock will stop here.
Titans need just a stop. They need the ball back just to either run the clock out or score another touchdown. If Bennington scores here, it's most likely going to put it up to 21-20 as Bird with a beautiful read. Looks like Hunter Hudson just zoomed right past him, and he gets another first down. 3 plays, 3 first downs for the Badgers. They're rolling.
Tell you what, I would be shocked if you see another pass play on this possession, as they're doing great work so far running the ball. Be surprised if they throw it here. Once again, another read option here, straight up the gut for another first down here for the Badgers. Possibly 2 yards more to go. 2nd and 2 opportunity, it looks like. Yeah, as we talked about, I'm not sure why they would even throw it here with some great secondary options with Cale Consbrook, Colton Wallstrom, CJ Hood. Hopefully this Titans D-line can get a couple stops here.
They're going to take him to 31. Meyer looking to blitz up the middle, and he does. Bird out to pass. Gets Kenk on the wide side right, and is going to be tackled out of bounds by Andrew Harvey. Unfortunately, it is another first down against the Titans, and fortunately for the Badgers, it is a first down for the Badgers.
You just have to ask, wonder where this offensive schemes were in this first half for the Badgers. Other than that last possession, they struggled a lot early. Titans defense was doing everything they could to stop them, and right now the Badgers are rolling.
Yeah, obviously a good halftime adjustment by the coach, Coach Lenhart, but nice tackle there by Cale Consberg and Dylan Meyer
when you're
on LeClaire.
When you're struggling right there, you can call on one guy and one guy only, and that is James Carney to make those strong tackles on the outside here. Good work there from Consberg to go at the ankles once again, and Dylan Meyer, as you said, finishes him up there.
Yep.
2nd and 12 here.
Big players making big plays here late in the game. In James Carney. As Bird back for 2nd and long. Bird with the straight keep. And Carson Broderson from the backside.
Great work there by Carson.
Great work.
Carson read that play like a book from the very beginning. No one cuts him off on that backside, so he shoots in behind and is able to snag him and bring him down here. 3rd and 10 opportunity here. Big impact play here for both sides here. The Titans need to stop. The Badgers need to score. Everything's on the line here.
This might be the deciding play of the game. I know it's still a lot of time left to go, but
it's plays like this on 3rd and 10,
play.
yeah.
Huge play for both teams. As Bird back in the gun. Calls an audible. Bird back to pass. Chucks to the side. And is going to be caught by number 9, Schmaderer, for a Bennington first down. Huge play.
Yeah, the Bennington Badgers needed that one. We've seen only 2 PATs taken here from the kick team, special teams team, for the Badgers. Not sure a whole lot of what that looks like as their kicking game is, but the Badgers just want to keep this ball rolling and add another touchdown onto the board.
Just a straight sweep to LeClaire, and Hood's right there. And Hood cuts him off. And an army of Titans, yeah, as we called it, gets LeClaire, as Hood, great job cutting him off. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9 from the 10-yard line. Tensions are high yet again. Both fans are up on their feet. As Bird back for the snap at the 10-yard line. Bird drops back to pass. It's going to be QB draw. Bird's got a lot of room. And Ben Langren's going to tackle him. That was a touchdown-saving tackle, I'll tell you, Houston. He had a wide-open end zone if it wasn't for Langren with a nice tackle, but gain of 5 yards for Bird.
Badgers still have another opportunity to get another first down here and set themselves up at around the 1.
And again, if the Titans can get a stop here and force a field goal, that would be huge, but I don't really see Bennington taking a field goal. They're almost in 2-down territory here. As Bird out to run.
Great work there from Ben Langren to bring him down. Option look there from the Badgers. Bird opted not to pitch it out to the left side. As we see, this is the play where Langren made another solid tackle there. Back-to-back great touchdown-saving plays there from Ben Langren as the Badgers, as you talked about, gonna go for it. Very similar position to when the Titans got their second touchdown of the night earlier when the throw outside to CJ Hood. Titans need a big stop here.
There's a huge play.
4th and goal.
Yet again, a huge play.
Yeah.
Cowbells are ringing. Bird from the 5. Bird drops back to pass.
He's looking to run up the gut. Able to get it outside. And stopped. I believe at the 1-yard line. Not sure by who, but I don't think he got in. And a defensive stop here by the Titans. Not even sure who took him out of bounds there, but that was 4th down. The Titans are going to set up.
It's going to be a first down.
Oh, they do. There was a first down, yeah.
So extra life here for the Badgers. And the first time in power I formation. It's going to be straight QB sneak.
There it is.
Touchdown, Bennington. Great run by Bennington. Late in the second half, it was 17-0. And now it is 20-20. Bennington has tied up this ball game.
That's what you talked about there with that first down opportunity right there around the 1. It was a good stop there from the Titans, but unfortunately get that first down and they'll punch it in right there. The biggest PAT of this kicker's life right here. Really needs to punch this one in. Put the Badgers up here. Up and good for the Badgers. They'll go up 21-20 over the Titans. James Carney almost got to that one. Titans need a really, really big offensive possession here.
Yeah, as crunch time comes down, we got about 7 minutes left in this ball game. The score is 21-20. Bennington on just an absolute terror of a run. And that's where we're going to break off and come back with you after this short break. This is NSDV Live. Thanks for tuning in. And that was the shortest of short breaks. And we are back with Consbrook back to return.
Tell you what, as we talked about, Consbrook been setting the Titans up with great field possession here.
Yeah,
Possibly it
he
might
looks
be a
to.
little pooch kick here for the Badgers.
Yeah, I don't even know if you want to give Consbrook a chance to get good field position.
They will send it deep, but this time they'll send it over to the other side. Bobbled, able to snag it up, and a great tackle there from the Badgers on number 7 of the Titans.
It's going to be number 10 from, it's going to be Connor Brecht, the junior, with just a heck of a tackle out there. That was just a hard-hitting tackle. Great play by Brecht.
Christian Flanders brings it back to around the 20-yard line. The Titans will set up here.
Titans need something bad as they're down by 1. They just need to get in range of Reeves. Reeves is capable of hitting a 52-yarder, but they just need to get in range first as they start camp from the 20-yard line.
All the Titan fans here getting on their feet for this possibly a long last possession here for the Titans. 6 minutes to go where they need to get something quick here. Miscommunications here from the defense. Don't look like they're totally set here. Hausman snaps it. Sends it around the left side. James Carney's open. Cooper Hausman overthrows him. Good play set up there.
Hausman had Carney with a lot of room. And if Carney would have caught that, you would have Hood blocking. That could have been potentially a touchdown for Norris. But Badgers get away with one, and now it is 2nd and 10 from the 20. Just outside the outstretched hands of Carney. Great route. Just a bit high of a pass. As we got 6 minutes, 40 seconds left. Still a lot of time in this ball game. But it was, again, a crucial punch in by Bennington. That last offensive series. As Consbrook's in the jet motion. Hausman back to pass.
Looks to cut it back on the other side. He's got the speed here.
He's got a lot of green.
Scramble. Has blockers as well outside. Great scramble there from Cooper Hausman. No flags back here for the Titans.
And talk about a disciplined player. C.J. Hood on that black side. If you watch this replay, C.J. Hood with an amazing block. That's what gives him all that room to run. You don't see C.J. Hood on that play.
Yeah, smart decision there not to hold or any hands to the face or anything like that to bring the Titans back here. Good run there by Cooper Hausman to snag another first down. Looked like there was about 8 Bennington players around him down there near the line of scrimmage, but able to get out of it and set up the Titans well here. First down. Cooper Hausman back in the
well-needed
backfield.
first down.
Yeah, for sure. Snap to him. Hands off to Langren. Langren with a cut backside. Able to keep going. The yards after contact for Ben Langren is just absolutely fantastic. 6 more yards here for Ben Langren. 2nd and 4 opportunity here for the Titans.
Now the Titans with a little momentum going their way. The snowball's rolling, and they're marching down the field as Meyer gets subbed out, and Consbrook in for him. And you got Carney in there. You got trips left with Carney, Consbrook, and Ozenbaugh. You got Hood out, a single pair with Schmaderer, who's been doing a good job on him so far. A blitz comes from the Badgers. Hausman throws it up. Dangerous pass.
Consbrook not able to bring it down right there. Good defense there by Coleman of the Badgers.
Yeah, just a dangerous pass over the middle. Lucky it wasn't intercepted.
Yeah.
But they get another life, 3rd and 3. Only need 3 more yards for a first down and a new set of downs.
Tell you what,
for the Titans.
If I'm the Titans, I'm getting a little bubble action here to James Carney on this left side with Consbrook and Ozenbaugh out here to block. Look to go straight to Carney here. They'll hand it straight up the gut to Ben Langren.
And
Badgers are able to stop it with about a yard left to go. This is a tough decision here for Coach Twirling. Does he risk going for it on a 4th and 1?
Yeah, if you risk going for it and don't get it, the Badgers have amazing field position. But if you get it, and they're going to send in Dylan Meyer, the choo-choo train. If you do get it, be expecting it to go to Meyer here.
Looks like the ref on that backside even doing the choo-choo train symbol, bringing Dylan Meyer in.
But all they need is 1 yard, and this could be huge for Norris. Another pivotal moment in this game. Here we go. The big boys are lined up against each other. Norris in the power I, be expecting the ball to go to Dylan Meyer.
Looks like possibly a timeout here. Ref stoppage here for a second. Not sure what's going on here. Tell you what, this stoppage here, I mean, that's a crucial, all the momentum and energy on both sides just totally cut out right there. Big play here for the Titans. Dylan Meyer in at that fullback position. No one on CJ Hood on this backside is. They're going to give it straight up the gut to Dylan Meyer, and he's got enough for a first down. Great play set up there by Ty Twirling. They give it right to, it looks like classic Nebraska Andy Janovich play there, straight up the gut to Dylan Meyer, and he runs through.
Titans are on their feet here at the Titans Stadium. The parents got up after that one and erupted, along with the students from Norris out in that gravel parking lot.
My heartbeat's going crazy right now here. Titans with a pivotal possession here, 4:40 left on the clock.
That was a huge play.
Yeah, wow. That's going to be a game changer in this one.
That will, as Hood, he's got a single out left. They're going to give it right back to Meyer again.
I don't know why you wouldn't. Let's just keep powering it straight down the middle to Dylan Meyer.
I almost can imagine that's exactly what they're going to do, because so far Bennington has not stopped it. Just keep giving it to him. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
I'd almost put Langren in at the fullback position, let him get a block, and then let Dylan Meyer go straight through there. Yeah.
But Titans are probably going to line up in the same exact formation. Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Now they will. Cooper Hausman just messing with you down on the floor. Football can always use a little bit of comedy. We'll see if they go straight back here to Dylan Meyer. And here, Dylan Meyer's wide open on the right side. Cooper Hausman looks like, not sure, Dylan Meyer might have dropped it. Might have been a little bit out of.
I think it's just outside the reach of Dylan Meyer. Great play design by Coach Ty Twirling with Meyer at the 5-yard out, and he was open. He could have had a lot of yards, but it's going to be 2nd and 5 on the 35 with 4 minutes left to go in the game. Huge series for the Titans on this one, as it's 2nd and 10. Got twins both sides. You got Carney and Hood on that same side over there. You got 3 DBs guarding them, though. We'll see what happens here as Hausman goes to run, and he jumps over a flying Holtz. Just flying in there, and Hausman jumps over him, gets a gain about of 6, so it's going to be 3rd and 4.
Thought Cooper Hausman was going to possibly think about shoveling that one outside to James Carter. He had a lot of running room, too. Decides to tuck it and run himself, gains a couple of yards here. No, I tell you what, 3:41 is another pivotal moment here in this one.
Yeah, Titans are yet to have a close game this year, but this is where clutch time comes. Definitely getting the good practice here as Hausman drops back to pass. It's going to be an out route to Consbrook.
Another 4th down and 5 situation here for the Titans. Only 3:24 left on the clock here.
I don't know. With this one, you might have to go for it if you're Coach Twirling.
Yeah.
Just because you're in the... I mean, I don't know if Reeves can kick it that far.
Yeah, you have to think the Badgers.
He's going to get a timeout. Coach Twirling's got a lot to think about. If he can trust his kicker, the sophomore, to drill this kick, which would be amazing, or to go for it.
As we talked about, Brady Reeves, a great kicker for this Norris team. Ty Twirling has a lot of trust in him. He's hit a 55-yarder in practice. This would be right around that about, but I believe they're probably going to go for it here on this 4th down opportunity here. This would only be about a 40-yarder for Brady Reeves, but Ty Twirling's got a lot of trust in his young QB, Cooper Hausman, who's had a solid game so far tonight. Possibly look for a little bubble screen to Carney, or maybe even straight up the gut to Dylan Meyer, who's had a great game so far tonight. as well. This Badgers team needs a stop here.
And it looks like they're going to go for it. On 4th and 5. Another huge moment in this game. Because if Bennington gets the ball, they have a chance to run the clock out.
Just grind the clock out. Hausman and Langren will be in the backfield. James Carney, tight end. Consbrook and CJ Hood out on the right side here. Big moment here. Snap back to Hausman. No one's open. Has to throw it back, and it's actually intercepted by the Badgers here. Good defensive stop there from Bennington. The defensive unit from the Titans will come out here.
As LeClaire gets the interception, with 3 minutes and 17 seconds left on this clock, you'd just imagine the Bennington Badgers just to run, force Norris to call their timeouts. But Norris has already called a couple timeouts this half. I don't know how many more they have. Bennington up by 1. If Norris can get a stop on this drive right here, they got a chance. As Meyer looks to blitz that middle A gap, and he does. They're just going to run it up the middle with Bird. Gets about an 8-yard gain, and the clock's going to run. It's going to be 2nd and 2.
Titans not opting to use their first timeout here. CJ Hood going to come out of this one. Limping a little bit on that right ankle. Ozenbaugh's going to go in. Consbrook will go back to safety. Snap back.
It's going to be a straight run again to Bird. And he's going to get the first down. Just expect Bennington just to snap it straight back to Bird and let LeClaire lead the way to block. As we reach the 2-minute and 30-second mark. Clock's running now. 1st and 10 on the Badger 46.
If you're just tuning into this one, Titans were up 17-0, 17-7 going into halftime, and the Badgers have clawed their way back into this one. Shotgun formation here. Bird's going to keep it and run to the left side. He's got a lot of running room here, taken down on the outside by Consbrook. Another 8 yards, though. It'll be 2nd and 2. Titans going to call their first time out here.
Great block by number 2, Kenkel, to open up Bird on the left side. It's going to be 2nd and 3, now in Norris territory.
Badgers here on a 2nd and 3 after Titans use their first time out here. LeClaire in the backfield along with Bird. Badgers probably just going to try and continue to run this ball out. LeClaire able to snag another first down for the Badgers. Clock will stop for a first down, and then once it hits that 25 mark, we'll kick back up again.
As I believe Norris has 1 timeout left. Hopefully they can force a turnover, try to go for some couple strips here. They just need stops at this point. And it's going to be straight run to LeClaire again. LeClaire's going to get tackled right around the 40-yard line.
Gain about 3 yards on that one as the Titans will use another timeout here. Try and stop the clock for the last time that they can. Tell you what, Titans came into this one feeling confident as well, did the Badgers, and the Titans took an early 17-0 lead, and then about a 65-yard run from LeClaire of the Badgers to score at the end of the first half. And just like that, I feel like, the momentum just swung straight to the Badgers at the end of that first half, and they came out and got another touchdown and added on. And Titans in this second half only able to add on a field goal by Brady Reeves here, and that's been kind of the story of this one. This second half just been owned by the Badgers. Is Titans need a big stop here, 2nd and 7.
There's Bird. Back for the snap. Straight handoff to LeClaire.
Claire's going to get about 5 more yards.
And he's going to get tackled right. Going to make it 3rd and 1. And the clock is running.
At the clock here, after this next play, will be right around the 30-second mark. 3rd and 2 here for the Badgers. Really, if that Titans looks like.
It looks like they can kneel it just because I don't believe Titans have. I don't believe the Titans have another timeout, as they do get in victory formation. They're just going to kneel it here. And that is going to be a great second half comeback from the Badgers, as great sportsmanship is shown from both teams out there. Telling each other great game. And it was a great game played by both teams.
Titans came out and fought hard at the beginning of that one. 17 got up, as we said, 17-0, and then the Badgers came back in that second half and were able to take that lead away, and Titans were never able to get it back. Great hard-fought win there for the Bennington Badgers. Although this might seem frustrating for this Titans team at this point, there's so much season left for both of these teams. As we talked about, the Titans were number 2 coming into this one, as well as the Badgers number 3. Be interesting to see how those lineups fall.
Again, tune in with us tomorrow for some volleyball action. Your Norris Titans 6-1 volleyball team takes on their tournament at home in the Norris Middle School gym. That will be on Norris Volleyball YouTube.
And if you did enjoy tonight's broadcast, consider becoming a patron or donating to us through our PayPal account. Links to donate can be found in the description of our videos or by visiting our website at norris160.org/NSDV. Patron subscribers and donors will be mentioned in our future broadcasts. Great game here by both sides. Badgers able to take a 21-20 win over your home Norris Titans. Once again, tune in tomorrow to the Norris Volleyball streams, as well as next week for our next home game for the Norris Titans next Friday. I'm Houston Bowe, joined by Cade Rice. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Bright and early.